Turbo Duelists. Countdown initiated. Ready, set, duel.
All right. Good morning, guys. Good evening, good night, where you are. Let's change this here. Cool. Awesome. What up, Fallen? What up, Preppy? Yeah, I saw that over the weekend. That's pretty cool. We get a new Junk Warrior. What are all the ones that we're gonna get? Perfect. Winda and Construct Fusion Shadow. Okay. That's cool. I'm more excited for the junk one. For sure. Okay, so a little bit of a, I guess, insight on why I wasn't able to stream on Friday and Monday. It's because I was cleaning out one of the rooms that has been been procrastinating. So, Junk Warrior tuning. And wait, tuning dating one? Junk Warrior tuning and Stardust Dragon? Wait, what the hell? Tuning is insane. That's cool. Is this gonna be like a strum? A strum of the harp? But yeah, okay, anyways, yeah, so going back to why I let it stream on Friday and on Monday, I was cleaning up a spare room that is filled with like just, I wanna say junk, but just like a bunch of toys. Like it's like basically like a toy room. It basically turned into a storage room that we just kept piling and piling and piling and putting stuff in there. And eventually, inevitably, he just had to clean it. And then that was the whole reason why I wasn't able to do it. I thought I'd be able to do it within the day, but I was horribly mistaken. I was not able to do that. It literally took the whole weekend, and then even then, it's not done. There's like some stuff in my room. Like a bunch of toys that just stuck in here. Oh, we'll have animation. That's awesome. And yeah, that's why I couldn't stream, because like literally the room I stream in, it was filled with like stuff from the other room in order to make a path to carry the stuff out downstairs and into the backyard. And yeah, and then now we're just waiting for like a bin, where because it's that many stuff. We have to we have to order a bin that comes, like they drop it off for a week, and then we fill it up, and then they just take it, you know. And so that was my weekend basically. That's why I couldn't make locals as well. But before that, I was able to finish up the master grind with this. And if you guys remember, we cut the IDPs for this, and this was maxed out. This was maxed out, but then I was like, there are times where like new thing is a bit it's a bit off, and there's times where IDP is a bit off. But seeing as how broad MD is, Master Duel is, it's a hit or miss most of the time. But the fact that you have it in your deck gives you the possibility to have that versus a good matchup, right? Like this against Yugioh is pretty insane. Like I really like this against Yugioh. It's pretty nice. I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I still wanted to keep Needler's Link, and Needler's Link is pretty insane as well. So this ended up doing it. I was like, okay. I ended up cutting the Cobble the Graves. They were cool, but like I felt like I really didn't want to go over as much in this deck. So yeah. What a fake bow. Not like I thought you were gonna say you were cleaning the room out for a new baby. Oh no way, bro, no way. No way. We saw the video. Well done. Nice. Hey, probably. No, you gonna try Stardust? Bistant, yeah. Also, yeah. What up, Blue Blast? The Stardust Bistio. I mean, it seems like it's gonna be a bit better. This coming format when info gets released. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out, because there's a list that we were testing with Jin. He made like a rough draft of a Fiendsmith's Synchron build. So we'll look at that. And there's one thing I wanted to do regarding the new format, because we kind of have to know what the new format does, right? Otherwise, we're gonna be ignorant and not gonna deck build properly, right? Because we'll be putting cards that aren't necessarily optimal because of the lack of insight. Okay, we're playing this card, but why are you playing this card if it doesn't do anything for this matchup, or etc. You know? So we'll go ahead and drop on Omega. Wait, the issue is the stuff is not even out, but I guess we'll just look through it. Just deck build, I guess. So we'll let me launch Omega, and then we'll get things going, bro. Yo, what up, David? The White Forest testing in Omega. The cards are available soon, along with Toy Box and Broomy. Yeah, Broomy. First time I got to catch a stream in a long time. Love watching you play Synchro, man. It's my favorite archetype. I know, bro. Welcome, David. Welcome, bro. Yeah, it's my favorite as well, for sure. For sure. I have a Synchro ring around me as well, just to try to depict my appreciation for the mechanic. Okay, let me move this over here. So we'll go 9. All right, so here we go. This goes over here. Hang on, let me open this. Cause I noticed that whenever I have this open, it's actually better. It's actually better for some reason. Okay, so we can cut that. Is it this? No, it's this one. Okay, there we go. I just posted the RDA list on Master Duel Meta MDM. So it should be there pretty soon. Okay, so what up, Adrian? You know, I'm taking Synchron to North American Nights. Oh shoot, bro! You're taking it to now? Wow, let's go. Nice, bro. Nice. We are on Omega, by the way. Okay, so let me. Gee. Okay, let me just move this over here because just bear with me real quick. Let's show this. Really quick. Where is it?
Force as well, a very good.
I was watching this earlier. Okay.
One being able to just stop that from being a problem, but a lot of times.
Okay, so I was watching this video earlier yesterday.
My money.
Was it yesterday? So let's look at the end boards, right?
This is your chance
Because then we
to
can
get
see
cheap, top of the line trimmers. on the
what
line.
works, what
I was
doesn't work.
browsing the Manscaped
Dragon Shield, Gem, Cloud,
Okay.
RW.
Did you watch Yugioh?
Do hit perfect on a perfect spot. Like if they have like toy
I was
box
watching.
or,
I was briefly watching the. Can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear the background?
Through, they're still gonna end on the same board. Like
It's like they weren't really like. I don't know what to say. They're like.
If you use Imperm Legasha and like hit like Bistio or Crow away one of the like Primera and stuff, it used to be like
This was always a weird way to interact with this board because they access the Blazer and that insulates the Crimson. So you need a very specific hand to try to out the Calamity Lock, right? Which is why I like the trap approach was pretty cool because you don't necessarily have to play like with the RDA deck. You just set your traps, right? And Calamity Lock doesn't really affect you in that way because then you just crack their board with your traps, right? But because TCG still has Calamity,
which is very
right?
annoying.
But I
because then they
think
can
it's whether we can interact and prevent this from happening, or if it's just too resilient to where you almost have to open up 2 to 3 hand traps to stop this. Otherwise, you're just gonna like not do well, especially if your engine isn't strong enough or resilient enough. So instead of having those 2 to 3 hand traps to prevent, you can have that one blowout. But it seems like Dark Wheeler can't do it because it just can't, right? Because they just do it during standby or draw phase. So it's like you get Calamity Lock, so it's like kind of annoying. Which then leads you to like cards like book cards or book cards, basically book cards and forbidden droplets.
really Calamity Lock you on the follow-up turn. Woes of the White Forest as well, a very good Ash target if you have an extra one, being able to just stop that from being a problem. But a lot of times there will be a Blazar. This is where even if you have something like a Dark Ruler,
oh shit, my
it
bad.
won't exactly do as much as you want
There
it
you
to.
go.
One of my favorite outs to this so far, as far as dealing with like a Crimson effect, is going to be just using something like a Droplet, right? And then you hit the Blazar and the Crimson at the same time, because they will just go ahead and have these things on the board at different times, where Dark Ruler just won't really be a problem.
Yeah, Dark Ruler won't work.
Minsu is the one that told me about the Metatronus on the Valor summon, which is very cool to stop the Crimson. It's a very cool way to stop the Calamity Lock if they go for that line instead, without a Blazar live. But most times their end board will run through a Blazar.
Wait, how does the Valor stop what?
Usually just end on the same board through many hand traps.
I'm confused.
Unless their hand's like real bad. But even just having the toy box engine going, it's a lot of.
Wait, why did he mention the Metatronus with Valor? Am I not reading that card correctly? Target one face-up non-token monster your opponent controls. Special summon one monster. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, okay, so that's basically a droplet, right? Dex that's 2 or more of the same attribute. And or attack. But negates effects, and if you do negate that target monster's effects, also after that, if this monster have the same name, you can banish both face down. Oh, okay, I see what's happening now. Okay, so that's like droplets. That's better than droplets then. You just... Okay, that makes sense. Because they have that in common. The 0/0 and their lights. Okay, that makes sense. That's crazy. That's actually pretty good, actually. So Metatronus, you target the Crimson negates effects. But they'll have Cosmic Blazar. And the thing with Cosmic Blazar is that it's cost to banish itself. So... you're always gonna have to deal with the Omni, because even if you do, because the thing with Cosmic Blazar is that even if you do Dark Ruler it, even if you do get to negate it, it doesn't matter because you can still do cost and it'll still come back during the end phase because of the way it's worded, right? Because all you need to do is fulfill the cost and then it'll come back, regardless of you being able to negate something or not. Because all that is required is for you to use its effect and banish itself for cost. So. let's say you have Crimson. Well, obviously they'll have Cosmic Blazer Dragon, right? There already. And they typically have Legacia or Legacia, and they have the Crimson setup. They don't have Crimson yet. They summon the Crimson after, right? You've passed priority. Because it's kind of risky if you just make Crimson on there. Because, I mean, they lose to a Dark Wheeler. So you kind of want to avoid that line. But I guess you can do it regardless.
Advantage.
Yeah, like I think if you're approaching with the board breaker format, this format, I think it's Dark Ruler or Droplet for sure. And I think Cosmic's gonna be extremely important.
Cosmic.
In order for you to stop either from them to going into Crimson Dragon or just negating their board in general.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with that too. I was really hyped up on Mind Control Change of Heart. In testing, though, it's kind of rough with Disarray on the end board. This is something that won't necessarily be like a crazy issue if you can be able to like bait that out or what have you. I'm kind of leaning more talent now than I was.
General. Master.
So you can sizzle a sausage.
Bro, that looks pretty good right now.
And if you can tasty up your meatballs, you can
Getting
next
hungry.
level delicious your roasts. Master Foods. Flavor up.
Telfast knows hay fever relief and year-round
Oh my God.
allergies like mold. Get relief fast with Telfast.
Because if people are on hand traps, yes, Crossout's insane. Being
Yeah,
able to
Crossout.
play and pull routine combos, but
Because this
if
card's
they're on
insane.
board
Like,
breakers,
because you could play
side
Crossout.
one copy of Dark Wheeler, one copy of, like Droplet, one copy of Evilly Match. So it's just like, it's just gonna be
It's a board breakers
it's
meta.
gonna be very heavy on deck building, and whoever deck builds the best will be able to win.
The next deck we have here is going to be Yubel Fiendsmith. Now this deck is
Okay,
pretty
this is a bit
gnarly.
more. This is a bit more. I want to say more scary. I guess they're equally like diverse in the way they can set up their board. But this is annoying because it shuts off your spells. Like the fact that, like, if you go for the board breaker approach and you get locked with this guy, like, how do you beat that? Like, how do you, like, obviously the try and get the Omni with the Griffin in the main monster zone, so you won't get any effects. So it's like, how do you, unless you like the issue then becomes wanting to play sphere mode, kaiju's, freaking lava golems. But then, like, if your deck needs them or something, you're in trouble, right? Because because then you can't play the decks that typically need their normal summon, right? Like any synchron build, apart from Tenpai maybe, kind of needs their normal summon, right? What up, Halo? Fiend Link in the server I'm in. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Fiend Link, Dragon Link, Plant Link. I guess they're all, yeah. That's really funny.
Definitely a lot of very cool end
But
boards.
from what I heard from these guys is that they have to choose whether they end on the fusion or the Appaloosa or something like that. So let me see if I can
Dark
fast forward to
Ruler.
it.
If you're going first in game 2 or 3, you side in something like an anti-spell, you can dump it and reset it with a Griffin, which is already really strong too. Just another way to be able to get to more blowouts. And then the
Dark Ruler,
Appaloosa for
for
Reverse
Storm,
and
for
Phantom is
Steven
definitely
Link.
nothing to joke about either.
Yeah, I think this deck is extremely strong going into NAWCQ, especially because now they have Fiendsmith engine access. And unless you get drolled, I think this deck can definitely play through a lot. Like if you improve some Sarah de Lotus,
Like what? This is not something new. Like over the past in Yu-Gi-Oh history, right? It's always been the case of people saying, "Oh no, oh my God, you can't play any other deck," and that's only been an exception for Tier 0 formats where it's inevitable, where they're just overwhelmingly like true, right? Like it's okay, like Tier format, that was a struggle, right? You literally couldn't play anything else. Like, but there were other times where people speculated where, okay, yeah, this is gonna be insane, this is gonna be, but like me playing Synchron for throughout the years, right? There's always like a way to make it work. If this is one of those formats, whether it be the Tier 0 format where you just can't, Or that's just the speculation where, okay, yeah, it's good, but like it's not like the like a 2-0 type of thing situation, right? Because there are ways, there are obscurities that you can implement into your deck to kind of get you by. And that's always been the Synchron way, where you can play these unorthodox cards that are least expected because they function well in your deck, whereas they don't really work well in other decks. So, yeah, that's always been the case. You know, so that's why whenever people are saying, "Oh yeah, oh this is gonna be it's unplayable, it's unplayable." Yeah, I've been hearing this for like years. Oh, it's unplayable, it's unplayable. And then I still get to play. I'm not saying it's like the best deck, but there's still like there's some wiggle room to be able to compete with the deck. You know. This meta looks 20% worse than the TCG format. You think so? Well, I mean, I think it's because, well, if you think about it, right? Is it going to be the engine? Is the engine going to be that good that it's going to make a variety of decks that much better? So that means it's not going to be a tier 0 format in the sense of only one deck can use this. It's going to be like 5 different decks that can use this. So that means it's going to be a lot more difficult to pick and choose what you want to side for, right? Or will it be like, okay, well, this is good against that. This deck beats that deck, but this deck beats this deck, type of thing, and it'll be like a dynamic where it's like a free for all type of thing. You know what I mean? So, because the Fiendsmith cards are pretty insane in what they can do, right? But for the most part, whoever you can utilize them in a way where, because it's all depending on what the ceiling is, right? Because so far you do know that you can generate a certain amount of bodies, right? That's like the obvious thing. And the secondary thing is is that you can use Beatrice to get access to other engines, and you can use the 2 level 6s to get you to the Caesar, which plays on Nibiru, which every modern combo deck kind of has to have, right? If your deck can play past Nibiru, then you're at a major disadvantage. So, but that's always been the case though for every top deck in the past. There's always been a form of a top deck being able to play on Nibiru, right? Because ever since Nibiru was introduced to the format, people have been trying to find a way to ensure that, okay, my deck has to be, it needs to have an out for Nibiru. Like, if you look back at Dragon League, okay, they would have like the Herald line to prompt the Nibiru, right? Because otherwise, you're not going to be able to use Nibiru, which led to you having to open up multiple hand traps to ensure that, okay, if they have Herald before, because like, if you guys remember, when Dragon League was one of the best decks, was the best deck, with Link Cross, and like you would do the line where there's a particular sequence where you knew, okay, I have to drop it here, otherwise I'm not going to be able to use Nibiru, right? Unless you had another hand trap. And even if you did Nibiru them at that point, they still had more resources to establish their board. It won't be the best board, but it'd still be nearly close to the end board that it initially would be. And it's always been the case. It's a matter of what new cards can facilitate this same situation, right? Because that's always been like, okay, Baron was your installation to stop Nibiru. Super Heavy, they had the ASD line where they threatened the Baron. So so you have to have 2 hand traps. It's always been the case. In this case, it's going to be Caesar and it's going to be Appaloosa. So it's like, yeah, it's I mean, less worse. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's almost say worse. It's like, what do you mean? It is easier to metagame your deck with less variety top decks. Yugioh can play Undershifter, and Snake Guy plays Draw and Broadbreakers. Thinks with the main monster over. Oh my god. What a Jerry. What? Yeah, Dragon Link even now comes back from wipe 2 times. Yeah. Oh, you guys having discussion on 2 lists in the meta? Yeah. Yeah, we're just discussing like because before we can start deck building, right? Because like of course we'll look at the engine, right? And then we'll have to consider the non-engine, but in order for us to pick the right non-engine, we have to see what we're dealing with. Otherwise, we're going off ignorance, you know. And then you're gonna be like playing cards that shouldn't be played.
You can just literally just link it away into Closed Goddess, and then just continue with the Fiendsmith combo, and then later on bring it back with Muckracker and continue the combo. So it's just like
yeah, because both the Snake Eye and Yubel line or the Fiend Link, they both have a similar sequence in where they both go Beatrice to dump their respected engine. So, for example, Snake Eye uses a Fiendsmith cards to send Snake Eye Ash, and then you make Princess to revive the Ash. Fiend Link does the same thing, where they send the Lotus and revive it with Muckracker. So, with that in mind, because I think I watched it like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, is saving an Imperm or a Veiler for that revival is pretty insane. Because you're still trading 1 for 1, regardless, because all they require is just 1 card to get that sequence going. But nonetheless, like, you can still Imperm Veiler the Muckracker or the Princess. And it seems pretty devastating. Because then that means that was their way to the engine. And if they open up the engine, then that means you have your second hand trap to interact with the main engine. So it still requires you to open up 2 hand traps, for sure. Which is quite oppressive because you have to open up multiple hand traps, right? So you have to higher the card count. I mean, like higher the hand trap count to ensure that happens. And it seems like I don't know. It just seems like Imperm's pretty good, I guess.
It's just going to be a lot for you to deal with and a lot for you to think about. The anti-spell is going to be extreme.
Feastman access to Gimmick, Puppet with Beatrice 2, Give and Take Trap. Oh my goodness, are you serious? What up, Kinketsu? Bell, Turco Bell, What? What does that mean?
Drill me hard, because if you side in Dark Willer, you're just sitting there pretty because they do the Nightmare Griffin combo. You're locked out of, normal spells or anything. And
I think Bestials will be pretty good as well, for sure. Because like hitting the Lotus when they do that line, that means that you have potentially. Let's just take into account what was just said about what you need to stop Fiend Link. Is when I go Muckracker, target Lotus to revive it to use the effect that way through the Fiendsmith lines, right? So you can just Bestial it, and you can save your Veiler or Mourner or Ash for the actual hard drawn Lotus, or the Pain or the Ogre on the Pain. So like, there's ways to interact there. So that's why I'm kind of like confused as to why people are saying that this is pretty devastating. Well, yeah, if you have no hand traps, of course, there's gonna be so many layers. Like, there's gonna be too many layers of interaction to push through it. So if you have no hand traps, then of course you're gonna be like dead. So that's why people are insinuating that hand traps board breaks is the way, because you might as well top deck into a board break and then not drawing into a hand trap. But that's always been the case, right? Because hand traps were always going to be something that you might or might not draw, but they're in there for the potential that you could draw them, right? So it's a bit odd that people are saying like board breakers when it's like a well-timed Veiler Imperm Bestial seems pretty crucial, pretty devastating.
Then you're also locked out of monsters. So
yeah, and that's absolutely
Diddy Crow?
brutal.
I like Diddy Crow because Diddy Crow can facilitate the Bestials as well. So you can Diddy Crow the Lotus, and you can Bestial your own Diddy Crow, which is huge. Hang on. And they don't always intertwine soon. There are 4 separate 1-card combo lines. Well, yeah, but think about it, right? Because once they try to pivot or deviate from the standard line that gets them to their actual engine, assuming they're going to the Fiendsmith line, it's very linear once you get to the Fiendsmith line because you know where to interact. You interact with the Muckracker, and since they didn't use a normal summon, assuming they open it with their spell, the one that searches the Luri, right? Then they can normal summon. But then that's what I'm saying. You're still in the same situation where you need to open up 2 end traps, and they have to be timed properly. And in order for them to be timed properly, you need to know what they're doing, right? In which case you have to like stop the Muckracker, or let them get the Lotus and ash that. Because if you ash like the Fiendsmith cards, you're risking them having the actual card, right? So that's the difference between something being optimal and not, right? But this is scary.
The video started too, talking about like what to stop.
The fact that they can end on the Omni,
you know, if you just have an imperm, if you see them normal summon out like a Samsara, it's fine. But if they activate like gates first, then you just almost can't even imperm the Samsara because they just get rid of it and bring it back. So a lot of times you want to at that point hit the Spirit because then you can go ahead and stop the access to Pain. A lot of times people aren't playing 1 Pain, so that's pretty solid. Loving Defender, Eternal Favor are not very popular.
People only play 1 Pain. Is that's a continuous trap? Yeah,
popular though. It's not part of the actual build.
You just ogre that though. Then it's just like
people
damn.
are siding Escape and they're maining a bomb for the trap cards. So definitely very interesting. The Escape more for.
You know what I would like if they popped up the card that we're referencing or they were talking about. Because I don't know what A-Bomb is. I'm not sure what that is.
Like the control matchups. But the Vergis, Appaloosa, the Phantom, all very strong things that you definitely want to be able to make sure that you are aware of moving forward into the format. Called by and Phantom is going to be fantastic, of course. And then it really depends on how the end board goes. I kind of like Super Poly's format. It's not like super crazy.
Super Poly.
Like if your opponent has like the Solar Rage they bring back and they have a Verdurous, you can like Super Poly those 2 away. Which
Unchained
is, like,
Domination is the link for
bodies.
3 oldest.
I'm personally playing Spear Mode in my side deck, so like kind of nice. I like that card a lot, but that's like my way to just break a board. But sometimes Super Poly I don't think is
like I don't mind the Lava Golem and Sphere Mode approach in the RDA deck because we play so many traps. So basically we're trading on normal summon for a turn 3 play, right? No, turn 4 play. Because that means they go first, they do their board, we Sphere Mode them, we Lava Golem them, and then we start traps. We pass to them. We have our traps to hold them off when they attempt to reestablish their board. And then on our turn, on turn 4, we play, right? So I actually don't mind that. Because we actually have interactive traps that get rid of cards. They don't get to keep the card, which is cool. So I don't mind Lava Golem and Sphere Mode in the RDA build.
Right now,
but Synchron, because Synchron, you can't really do that in Synchron. You can't. It's so high on the engine that you can't afford to have those slots.
Have to make that call, but going into a lot of these boards, you definitely want to make sure that you have some kind of blowout to deal with these.
Yeah, like again, Dark.
I got Super Poly. If you watch some of the replays, I got Super Poly in my whole board, and I was still able to stay in the game. It was freaking insane, bro. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, Super Poly is scary for sure.
Rulers goes crazy on this board,
which is why it's super important to leave a Scard on the field to ensure that no matter what, if it goes to the graveyard, you can float into RDA and keep your traps alive.
If they go anti-spell lock, you cannot activate Dark Ruler. And also, don't let people cheat or do sus stuff. Phantom of Yubel cannot be used as fusion material. So they cannot shuffle Phantom of Yubel back, or they cannot use Phantom of Yubel as Super Poly target.
Okay, that's a good insight. I would not have thought about that because I haven't really read this card. All I know is that, okay, it makes a card destroy instead. So, okay. So this card cannot be used as a fusion material? Why is that? Does it say it on the card? Is that why? Let me just get up real quick. Must be special summon from the extra deck by shuffling the above cards from your hand, field, and or graveyard into the extra deck. Cannot be used. Okay, actually says it. Okay, that makes sense. Feels great to play Blazer on Supernova in my extra deck for Centurion variant. Yeah.
So
I like
that's something to
Blazer.
keep it in mind.
I like Blazer because it ensures that it's always gonna be there no matter what. Like even if you get if you have like if it gets dropleted, if they you use the effects in the gate and it slump strike it still comes back. Yeah, it's just insane.
Fine. And yeah, I mean, it's just standard board. People are gonna end on Appaloosa, Viridress, and Phantom of the Bell, and Dark Ruler goes crazy. Or Droplet.
Yeah, both very strong. And talking about things that are very strong, the deck of the format.
Snake Eye.
I think this deck is insane.
This is scary because they can use Black Goat, apparently, and that is pretty devastating. They just cost Jug Speeder, and like you're just cooked. So that is very, very scary.
Insane.
And the fact that they can use that to play on Dark Ruler is even
really
more
play
insane.
this deck, so I'll let you lead this one off.
Whether it's the happy
Nutella.
way or
I like
the
Nutella.
stanky way, the weekday way or the your day way, however you enjoy it, life's a little more delicious than Nutella.
Yeah, that's really good. If you toast the bread and you put half peanut butter
Thank you.
and half Nutella and you put them together, oh, it's so good.
Is something wrong? You're acting weird.
I'm the monster.
Monsters aren't real.
Yes, they are.
Crazy. They are real.
Yeah, Snake Eye. The reason I feel like a lot of people hate this deck is, for example, other decks that require like either discard or for you to activate, or like this deck is so self-sufficient with just resource wise. So except for like pitching cost for Witch, but like it's just this deck is so self-sufficient with the engine requirement and everything. So right now the problem with Snake Eye Finsmith going into the Nats format is going to be extra deck space. So people are going to have to choose either ending on Desiree or not ending on Desiree.
Oh no,
or
this is
ending on
what they were
Apollousa
talking
or
about.
not ending on Apollousa. Like they got to choose which poison they want to lose to. So if the people are playing a lot of board breaker approach, Desiree is definitely correct to play.
Okay.
But if people are on like Impermanent, Ash, Failure, Droll, Apollousa definitely plays through a lot more of that. People are also doing like tier of the Blue Angels and then Black Alt Laughs combo into, so that way like
What's
they
the
can
Blue
chain
Angels?
trap.
See, this is why I would appreciate if they had the little card pop up. What up, Jin? Oh shit, I keep forgetting to hop in. Hang on. Blue Angel sees hand. Is that what it's called though? It's not popping up. What's that card you're talking about? Blue Angel.
Angel of Blue Tears.
Oh, Angel of...
Oh, Leo, instead of telling you you lost today, I can tell you about all the ways you can lose during this info format.
What did I do, bro?
It's gonna be fun.
Wait, is it one word?
So it's a Beatrice dump when you go first, and then you just set your normal floodgate of choice from deck. Normal trap floodgate of choice from deck.
Oh my god.
So this is like...
Oh, so DD Crow's gonna be pretty huge then.
Here, that's the weird thing, right? So like your DD Crows are going to be like there to stop the Beatrice send game 2 and 3s, so that you don't lose to like their lingering floodgate. But that means you're playing hand traps again, right?
Yeah.
And then since you're playing hand traps, fundamentally you're like the rest of your, but like those cards are designed to be breakers. Like a DD's Crow on stopping the Angel of Blue Tears is designed to beat breakers. So now you lose to like So now you have to play one hand trap amongst like 4 breakers, and if you don't see that one hand trap, you get destroyed by the breakers. It's weird.
Yeah, but in which case, there's many ways of DD Crow being in a essentially the same thing as like mourning the not mourning it, like ashing the Beatrice, imperming the Beatrice, veiling the Beatrice, right? Because like I'm assuming whatever it is that you send sets it, and you can't use it that turn, right? So you have to pass with it, or can you use it that turn?
This is no, like if you only have Beatrice, if you only have the Fiendsmith and 4 hand traps, then naturally you go for the line that dumps Snake Eyes Ash and try to go for the revive. But like in any hands that your Beatrice also has a Snake Eyes Ash in hand, or a Witch, or anything.
Yeah, which goes back to 2 hand traps.
Well, yeah, and then now you're playing like, do they have the one extender to Snake Eyes? So now they've just added like a good extender.
Yeah, it's just a new way, a new line implemented, designed to be self-sufficient and getting you to your engine. So it just boosts the consistency, but it still gets bottlenecked at the same point, which is stopping the ashing the ash effect to summon from deck. You know, like it just seems like a new line, just being able to be versatile enough to do other things.
Well, yeah, that's the point. It's like infinite versatility.
Yeah, but like if it's the same, because like no, like if we look at it that way, right? Because that's always been the case with Snake Eye. Because like if they have like a Snake Eye or their Snake Eye stuff, and then they have the extender within which are wanted, then the rest is hand traps. If you stop both attempts, then it goes. That's the point. That's the reason why the amount of hand traps, because that means they anticipated for your play to be stopped, which is why they have so many hand traps to stop you, right? And the dichotomy of that is whenever you go second, you have the hand to stop them, and then you can do your 1-card, 2-card combo. But then that's the same way for the mirror matches, where okay, I assumed or I anticipated that my stuff will be stopped, but I'm relying in my deck to be as efficient, as consistent, that I can top deck another Ash or have OSS engrave to get me to my, you know what I mean? So it just seems like it's the same thing. You just do it with Fiendsmith cards. You're just stopping it's like that meme of Scooby-Doo where it's like they oh, I knew it was you, and then it's the same thing. Like that's what it seems like to me. It just seems like the same thing. It's just a different type of interaction.
The best deck got better, and then other decks did not get that much better.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what it means. But it's not necessarily like it's not necessarily something that's in like something you can't account for. Is like you can still have the same hand traps and still be interactive and be as impactful, it seems. I think the main difference is that they can pivot in a way where you couldn't do that before when they stopped your Ash or stopped your Witch, right? Because at that point, if they stop Ash, they summon Witch, they stop that. Okay, now what? What would Snake Eye do before, right? If you had the Ash, they go for Princess and try to establish something along those lines, right? Whereas now you stop the Beatrice from dumping. Let's say you waste your Veiler on that, which I don't think you would. You just wait for the Princess revive, right? Like, why would you waste it on Beatrice when you can just wait on the Princess revive? I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that crazy. I don't know. Like it is crazy. It is good, but I'm saying
you're crazy if you don't think it's crazy. That's actually crazy.
No, but not in the same way that people are making it out to be. It's just I don't know. Like I don't know. It's like I don't know. It just doesn't.
They activate like Dark Ruler. They can chain trap, chain Disarray to negate. Dark Ruler.
Like it's good. I'm not undermining
also just making
their capabilities. It just
blackout so they can chain it for the Desert.
It just seems that a lot of this, what do I say it? A lot of this fear just based off people not really knowing what they can do, right? Because that's always the case when you have new cards come out. They anticipate a certain thing, and you have a few.
A lot of the you should have been hearing a lot of the rumblings from like pro players, because they're the ones that a lot of the pro players are the ones who've like been bringing this up because they realize how bad it's gotten out here for the rest of the decks.
Yeah, but it's different though, because you have the perspective of a meta player, so you're tunnel vision in the sense of very marginal changes for mirror matches, right? Like, but like, we're coming from like a rogue perspective, so we're not really viewing it the same way in a limited sense, because they're solely relying on their efficiency to be better than everything else, whereas we're trying to beat them. So our perspective is going to be generally different, because their general consensus is based on optimal card ratios and the extent of what they can play and what they cannot play. Whereas we don't really have to do that, right? Because we have to like supplement in ways that the meta decks don't have to. So just having that as a perspective is just different. So you can't view it the same way.
Well, most of their complaints are how bad or unfun it is.
Yeah,
like
well, I'm assuming because I'm
how-
assuming mirror matches, because like think about it, right? Because when you play a meta deck, you're predictable on what your sequence is, right? You're predictable, so they know exactly how to interact with you. So that's what they're referring to. Like majority of the time, that's what they're referring to, because they know exactly what their deck does, and they know that, okay, well, I don't have this, so I can't win now. So they just scoop. You know, so it's like it's a different perspective.
No, they scoop because not good Yu-Gi-Oh is being played. Like, there is not much good Yu-Gi-Oh to have been played in like Feedsmith reduces the amount of good Yu-Gi-Oh that's been being played. We'll just say it like that, and that's why a lot of them have been complaining, and I say rightly so too.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I get what they mean, but like, it doesn't seem like it's. I don't know. I still think there's some form of exaggeration, to say to
It's not like there's
for
no
lack of a better
technical
term.
in the format. We're still playing. It's whatever, but like, you don't play as good or interesting matches anymore because that's just how it is.
I think that's just a jaded way of thinking in a way, right? Because like, okay, do you have the hand trap? Okay, no. Okay, next game. Like that's a very jaded way of looking at the game, and that's a fair assessment if you played the game as long as majority of the pro players have, right? Because they've seen it all, right? They've seen it all. So like, you're gonna be jaded by this point, because it's like you have the same type of interaction, you have the same type of sequencing, just either an extra 2 steps to that initial combo line, and that's the vicious cycle, right? That's the vicious cycle. That's insanity, because this will be the first time someone new experiences this, right? And that's why the cycle keeps going. I don't know.
Yes, I don't know what you were talking about either. It's just like clever technical play is reduced in a world where Feedsmith is. More non-games are promoted, and that equals less fun for people playing, especially if you're staking, like, especially in pre-testing where like a bunch of these pros have been staking their lives, and you know, the world's invite on this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they get paranoid because they put all this effort into something that it's what meta is. It's meant to be marginal, right? When you view deck building that way, very marginal. Oh, you have to have that 39th card be this or the 40th card be this, because that's essentially paranoia. Because like, of course, you can build your deck to the best of your ability, but you're still gonna be like you're still not gonna be confident in the end build. That's always been Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know. It's just conceptualizing that fear with these new cards. It seems like, I don't know. It's just hard to
For
accept
sure,
it.
yeah. I mean, the end board's gonna have so many layers of interruptions. So
Yeah, that's always
just
been difficult to play through.
it's just really hard to
Grave
deck build.
interaction,
right?
hand
'Cause
interaction,
You
field
want to have hand
interaction.
traps for Snake Eyes because Snake Eyes is very fragile deck, but at the same time, like some of the hand traps that works for this deck doesn't work for the other decks. So
Yeah,
it's a dilemma for sure.
yeah, you have to pick. But that's what Yu-Gi-Oh was I guess promoted as. That's why they kept everything available, every set. You know, it's just that when you have that dynamic, it just makes everyone uncomfortable because they know that they can't cover everything. But that's what fundamentally Yu-Gi-Oh is, right? That's what it is. Like playing a trap that you didn't expect, losing to an effect that you weren't unaware about. Like that's what Yu-Gi-Oh is. It's just that people have invested so much time into this game that they don't want to lose to variance, when in fact that's what this game has been all along. So it's like, what? Like what are you complaining about? Like that's the whole point, you know?
And like the deck itself is just so resource advantage. It's just so crazy. The Flamebirds alone, I really hope that card gets banned. But it's really obnoxious that they can like negate cards on your board and then just blackout you and just call something that's really important. And that's definitely unfortunate to deal with. As far as like an Appaloosa goes, I know a lot of people want to see that card banned. I still believe that it's like fine, but it's still something that you got to think about, right? Like that's still.
I kind of agree with that.
Right.
So that's something that is definitely going to be a problem as well. Another thing that I've talked to people about with Super Poly is that you definitely can Super Poly IP and Appaloosa for the Earth Golem, which is definitely.
Can you imagine what it would be with no ways to stop Nibiru? That'd be crazy.
Cool, but IP is almost never on the end board until they need it to be.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense to even want to do that. Then they have Princess Engrave 2, so that's another piece of interruption, and then any kind of hand traps, because the deck plays so many, so they could be sitting on like 4 or 5 cards in hand on their end board as well.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's just like they can just start off with Witch, Ash, go full combo, end on like 18 different interruptions, but then you still have to play through like 2 or 3 of their hand traps that are left over in this hand. And if they open Skill Drain,
that's where the problem is, I think.
What do you do at
the
that
abundance
point, you know?
amount of hand traps and the minimal cards
Insane.
required to do
Like,
your board.
What's going on, you know?
Right.
Talking about Ritual Beast though.
This is I think that they explain this
it's very
quite
hard
well,
for very
that
little
it's
payoff.
like most people don't know what this deck does.
I feel like this deck,
So that's where it
is
gets a lot of
definitely
wins,
gonna be
'cause
prominent,
they
but
don't
I
know what it
think
does.
that,
But
like,
if
the
you knew
level
what
of
you
play on
did,
it
then you
is
would
going to
be
worth.
better prepared. But
I know that
reading new
I
cards and
really
understanding new
love it.
decks is always going to be an issue, right?
Since
It's like a
then.
learning curve
But
that
I
you
think
just
that
like
the
a
deck
drag. Like you
itself,
just don't
A,
want
has
to
a
learn
lot
what
of
these
shock
decks do.
factor, and B,
It's like
it's
I'm already struggling with the
on
current meta.
Shifter and Di-Fi.
My friend lost the game. He was playing
you
this
end
deck,
on Ulti Gaia Pelio,
and
which
he proto shifted a Fire King player. He
Oh
lost that
my
game.
god! What the
You actually do need to know what you're doing, and you need to know what you're doing against this deck and what you're doing with the deck.
Yeah, that's insane. Because I remember with the RDA, I got shifted and I got Protost, and I almost won as well. I was like, "Fuck, that's insane! That was insane."
I don't want to hear about the almost Leo.
No, I
tell
lost
the
in
truth
time.
that
That's
you
why
lost.
I lost in time.
Oh.
isn't once per turn,
Yes,
by
this
the
whole
way.
thing has
Please
come back
know
to bite
that I
you.
watch people lose.
No, because game one was like he did the board, and then game one was like almost like 30 something minutes, like long. Because this is the game where he protossed me and did the whole. He had the full board, and then I set 4 and it passed, and I cracked the board, but then I was like, fuck. Okay, so I don't want to lose game 3 if we go to game 3. So I'm like, okay, I just got to scoop now so I can go to game 2 and win game 2 and then I'll go for the draw. So I was like, okay, yeah.
Lose to that already. It's not once per turn. The Link 4, which can banish a card.
It was a trap version, by the way. The RDA trap version. It was. What up, Kronos?
The deck itself.
I almost won with my RDA cards. He said lime while setting Daruma and Skillbring.
Hey, bro, they're part of the deck, bro. They're part of the deck.
Especially if you require your graveyard, like I do most times, right? You guys know me. I hate Shifter.
You can say the same thing for Snake Eye. I won with my Snake Eye deck, but you stopped me with all of your hand traps.
I hate Shifter. And I think that is definitely a deck to look out for.
People get saltier when you do that with purple cards.
Yeah, because they're just too impatient and they don't understand the value of setting up a trap, right?
No, but it's just they get salty when they lose to a card that has the infinity symbol and is purple in the top corner.
Oh, that's a floodgate. That's different.
Be there for sure, but it's not something that I'm necessarily like super afraid of. I think
Daruma is the fairest but great best designed trap card.
Yeah, I like Daruma. Daruma is just so cool.
Like in 12 rounds, cool. I probably play against one.
I lost to TT. That's fine. Every deck floats now.
They float once. Majority of the floats are just once.
Hey man, I know you don't own needle ceilings yet, so I'm okay to play into that second board wipe. Unless it's Daruma.
Bro, I still gotta freaking find fucking needle ceilings, bro. I can't find them. It's just so hard to find.
This is something.
And like, I am not gonna pay for freaking $5 per copy or $2 per copy. They're like 30 cents, bro. Like, no way.
Yeah, but nobody does anybody in Facebook Australia even like sell stuff for 30 cents each? I feel like you just lose on shipping.
Yeah, you do. That's why you don't. That's you gotta buy it with other things, like as throw-ins. You know.
Oh.
But then you don't. But they don't have cards that I would need. So it's like, oh.
And Leo, just saying. I'm just saying you could play my Fiendsmith Stardust Bestial deck, and that.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier today at the beginning of the stream. I was like, oh yeah, the concept was pretty cool. I like the concept. And then we're gonna look at it after.
At least one, maybe.
I have new texts.
Okay, we'll look after this overview.
But how do you feel about this deck?
I think this is the best shifter deck at the moment. But like Floowandereeze, this deck still loses to Mulchummy pretty hard because they normal summon a lot because they get extra normal summons through their.
Is it Chummy or Charmy?
So they just keep normal summoning through.
Mulchummy though.
Yeah, so this deck loses to Mulchummy.
What did Raiko?
The way it can utilize Shifter and Di-Fi is insane, and the way the rulings work is their cards.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, Revs ended the RDA series. Yeah. I mean, he came close, bro. He came close, but you know, all I'm saying is if he took the Trap Baron, he'd do better. Oh my god.
During his bubble round.
Huh?
I sat next to him on the round he lost. Like,
oh shit! Really?
Yeah, he was playing against Centurion. It was very funny.
If I recall correctly, it was like a simplified game state, right? It was like it was grindy or something.
I think Red calamitied him back. No, I think the Centurion player calamitied him back after being calamity. No, he calamitied the Centurion player. I think because he opened up Wake Up.
Oh, okay.
Or I don't know. I forget how it happened. But he got calamity. But since he had his one action in main phase, he was able to make it work. So then he calamitied him back, and then it passed him back. But like at that point, your tempo, like the tempo shift, just got out of hand for him.
Wait, what? Even with no way that you just had. Oh, but then again, yeah, he's not playing.
He calamitied, but like you have a billion bodies, and you're not attacking that turn. And then he gets calamity, but he already has the established calamity, so he can, he can attack over the other calamity or even crash with the Calamity, it's fine because you can just set up main phase 2 into like a Blazar line, and now you're ahead. So
Yeah.
it's really weird. Yeah, I think he lost that. Not much you can do when you get Calamity, but he went farther than most.
Yeah. Damn. That'd have been pretty cool, though.
Banished initially, but they have effects to send it back to the graveyard, so that's
Yeah,
how
I
they
forgot
were
what
able
happened.
to cycle through.
Huh?
I forget what happened game 3. I think he, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention at that point.
Oh, okay. Wait, so then, that means you were X3 at the time as well?
No, I was X2. We were both X2. I lost on that one. So did he.
Oh, damn. Bubble Brothers, bro.
Yeah. No, yeah. Rough.
I don't know. I don't like Ritual Beast. It seems like they do a lot to get so little. Like it's always been the case. Even back in 20 fuck when did I play it? 2015, 16. I don't know when it was, but it's just like tag in, tag out to like just like eventually get to a Steeds. It's like what? Okay, you did all this to get the pop,
and like
no. I think the deck actually has a pretty well defined game plan. Protoss.
Oh
pass.
yeah, but like it's just a tagging in and tagging out. It's like okay, tag in, tag out. Coming back.
Better win condition. There is a better win condition in my opinion. Activate Ritual Beast effects for 44 minutes and then Cowboy.
Oh my god, yeah, that's like the most annoying because it just burns time. Like it burns so much time. It's like
exactly. Wait, that is a good win con, Leo.
It is illegal to write down notes of what name has been used. However, as a player, you should remember what names they went through because they cannot be special summoned more than once per copy. So each of the Retro Beast copies are only special summonable once. So don't let people cheat you with that. These people be like, oh, I normal summoned this. Wait, no, I special summoned this. I didn't special summon this yet.
Okay,
so
that's good to know, I guess.
Definitely something to think about.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of like tier format where like you kind of have to just repeat to yourself.
Oh, this deck is pretty wild. The Toad thing. Toad's just scary.
Like
what up,
many
already?
of our body's processes, we don't normally think of our bones and our muscles until something goes wrong. But they're
Going into the
Okay, let me quickly just read through your messages. What up, Dev? So 3 Drake, 3 Jerusalem. What do you think about Mimigold? Oh, I have not. No, I don't know what Mimigold cards do. You only need to.
They're intriguing, but they're not particularly good. Like they're not terrible cards.
Say guy, because Mirror Meadow gets boring fast once they no interactions to face. Yeah, true. That's why you had to play RDA though. Yeah, I mean, maybe if beasts become impactful enough, of course you have to play them. No, even though they don't have enough synergy with the deck itself, which I don't like, but the fact that they're just that impactful, it seems like you kind of have to play it. And of course you would play Shining Star Dragon for sure to Calamity Lock, which is pretty huge. I like to see a lot try out White Forest Toy Box Improvement with Thunder Dragon, maybe in Synchron. Bro, we would try. Bro. You got unlike other games, pro players don't fully leave or take long enough breaks. Lifespan of top pro esports players is like max 5. Is that 5 years? The hell? The same should be said for Yugioh. Look, I got shifted 2 times in a row playing a small empty tourney against VS. This game. Oh, dude, I lost. I got knocked out of top 8 last weekend versus BS. They shifted me twice. Except one of them, I won.
Shifter, Magnum, Shifter.
Oh my god.
You got outskilled, outplayed. I love doing that. It's very funny.
That's crazy. 50 shipping costs to Canada? That's wild. No, I'm not going to Nats already.
I do not know where Halo got that kind of money, but shipping costs are kind of wild here.
Because I know, like, shipping something from the US to here was pretty expensive. And it was like...
Oh. Yeah, if he's buying from America, that actually does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, because I remember, like, I was getting shipped an iPhone, and it was gonna be like I think like $100 or like $200 or something. I was like, what the hell? Why so much? The hell? People said they hit kind of honked to one because players were taking too long. Oh my god, this is funny. What a spaghetti.
That'd be so funny. I would love to see that. It would be so funny.
Oh my god.
NAWCQ.
I think Slowkey sprites
and like one of those old
crazy.
Little explanations
the
that
fact
Konami
that
used
they
to do
can
with the
have
Vandals too.
they can
Yeah, we hit this card to 1 because it was taking too long.
now end
Valid
on like
reason.
IP
Valid reason.
Toad like Malfi cards plus double cross, and
This
going
is-
second they
oh,
just
this
activate
deck.
Gamma Burst and they just like OTKU, or they just go Mosquito OTKU, and
That's
like,
annoying, the mosquito
just,
card.
this deck just have a lot like Droll
Mhm.
format, so it's gonna be
Didn't
it's
you
gonna
use
suck
that
for
a
them
couple
to
days
not
ago?
able to add a lot of the contents they require. But I mean, the fact that they can cycle Toad twice with double cross and end on IP at least sounds pretty good. Along with
Yeah,
Red and
that's
Carrot.
insane.
See, you said that Ritual
Being able
Beast
to
is
do
the best
that,
shifter deck.
double
I think
Toad
this
is
is the best
like-
shifter deck, to be honest with you.
I think it's pretty.
Wait, are
good
these the
shifter
only
deck, but
decks
I
that are gonna
think
be? It's just
It's like
they
you
only
can't-
talked about
it cuts your
Centurion,
access to sprint. It cuts
Fiend
your
Link,
access to
Snake Eye,
Toad.
like Toad.
Ritual
so it's
Beast,
just like
and Sprite.
I don't know. I
Are
feel
those
like
the best
you can
decks?
make
Are
Zeus a
that gonna be the
mosquito
best decks
Zeus,
of
but,
all
like,
the next format?
I think he's putting too much weight I think he's putting too much weight on Whitewoods, and I definitely think he's putting too much weight on Sprite. I don't know where that Sprite like shout out comes from. That deck is not very good.
I think it's just consistent. It's not overwhelmingly powerful, but just consistent, and it's
It's not like awful, but I could think of like 5 other decks off the top of my head that also could take games the way that Sprite does, right? It's just,
okay.
like,
Show me.
good rogue deck.
Show me.
5 decks
Well,
off the
5
top of
decks.
my
You said
head.
5, not 4, not 3, 5. Give me 5. Go.
Kashtira. It has like the same type of win rates 33%.
I guess Shifter. Yeah, I guess Shifter. Shifter. Okay.
Yeah, Shifter's pretty good. Let's see. Stun. You didn't mention Stun.
Oh, Runic Stun.
Horus and Runic Stun, so that's 2 and 3.
Wait, what's the other stun?
RBA, huh?
What's the other stun?
What is it called? Horus. You just tribute summon Vanity Fiend.
Oh, okay. I say so. Oh, the Horus stun. Okay, yeah. Okay, the Horus stun and Runic stun.
The difference between Runic Stun and Horus Stun is that like your side deck outs for things like the typical side deck outs for things like what is it for like Runic cards, like skilled like Cosmic specifically, just does nothing against the tribute summon Vanity's Fiend. So like it's not like it has the same type of like random win rate, I think that. And then Gimmick Puppet was 4th, just because that game the deck has that field spell that says you can't interact. So they could just take a game 1, and then do it again game 3, right?
Oh, okay. But are they as consistent though? Because this engine is pretty consistent.
Well, they're pretty consistent, yeah. I don't know the stun decks. I don't know if they're that consistent. They're volatile. I think that's like the best way I think I could explain them, right? Like sometimes they do it and you just die, and sometimes they can't do jack all, and you have your outs and they die.
I guess it just comes down to how many games they break and how many games they don't. And
yeah,
marginally. So like let's say Sprite bricks like 4 out of 10 games, which is not as likely, and the Gimmick breaks like 6 out of the 10 games. Like I feel bad for those 4 duelists that got paired up against that deck. Fuck. Yeah, because that's pretty insane if you think about it. What if Crimson?
He didn't really mention Tempai, does he?
No, he didn't mention. Yeah, he didn't mention Tempai. That's true.
Tempai,
Aren't they meant to be good with the new support?
They're not. They're better. They're not good.
It's gonna be
Like,
one
I
of the
think the
situations
deck-
where if you're the unlucky ones, you're gonna get clapped by them.
I think the deck's brick potential is lowered, which is nice for them. They have like 3 more starters. And then like here's the thing about Tempai. I don't think you're in control of most of your games. I think neither player is really in much control of either of their games, right? It's just like sometimes it's like the outplay potential is really, really thin for Tempai.
Mm.
Because like the deck's really linear.
Yeah, but because it's so linear and efficient, that's why it's consistent.
No, but it's not. It wasn't consistent. That was its problem. Like, because its engine count was so low, and some of its pieces don't do the engine thing. So that's why the deck wasn't like that great. It's not terrible. It's just a deck. Like, I think he didn't mention it because like it doesn't, because like it doesn't change. The deck doesn't change too much, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But like it's a I would here's what I'll say. At the WCQ, I expect Tenpai to have a higher representation than Sprite. Because like fundamentally, I think if you're going first, I think you just want to be doing either Fiendsmith or Yubel or Snake Eyes things. But if you want to do something like a sack potential deck the way Tenpai is, I think Tenpai is not a terrible choice. Especially since like you don't have to, again, since it's really linear, you don't have to like mentally exhaust yourself. This was a theory I was talking about with quite a few pros. They're like, yeah, if you don't want to think too much, Tenpai is a great pick for big events.
Yeah, it's what I was talking about the other day, where every now and then Konami releases these simplistic, efficient decks for the newer players because the learning curve isn't that high. So, you know, it's mainly to accommodate them, and you get wins there. And then,
5 decks that he did not mention that I think will have higher representation. Well, could have as high or higher representation. And you thought I was making up numbers off the top of my head. I did, but I could back it up.
Bruh. Okay, so what are the general ratios for these Whitewood cards?
You play 3 of the little ones.
3 of the little ones. Okay, so 3 of the 2s.
You max out on small children.
Okay, and what about what up Sylvie and what about Arcia?
Can you zoom in on them? Because I forget. Oh, one of them's a starter, one of them's not quite. So one of them is like is one of them. The other one is 3 of.
Yeah. If you control Whitewood's monster, you can spend summon this card from your hand. You can
this one's a 1 of.
Okay.
It could be a 2 of 2. That's the player preference, basically.
Wait, this is this is a 3 of, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. This one's the searcher.
Because I remember that we did a 1-card combo with this deck.
The 1-card combos are this one and I think the small white one.
Yeah. Because what are other people doing with the 1-card combo? Because we implemented the Vanadium route. What is everyone else doing with the 1 card?
Centurion and I've only really seen Centurion.
Centurion.
I've seen the toy engine. I've seen the toy engine as well, but like the toy engine is just like a pairing engine for these cards. They're not like it's not like a separate real engine. It's like value cards, basically.
Because like once again, I came across like some videos regarding this, and there was like, I'm not sure what's the name of, I forgot the name of the guy, and I
you play one. The typical ratios are 3 toy box, so it's 3 of the continuous, and then 1 of the tank and 1 of the soldier. Well, 1 or 2 of the soldier. That's because the soldier basically so just read the card if you don't remember what it does.
Yeah. Once per turn, when a monster declares an attack, you can send 1 face up, 1 face down card you control to the graveyard, destroy that opponent's monster. Once per turn, you can activate 1 of these effects from your hand, deck, face up, monster zone, and or graveyard. Choose up to 2 monsters with a toy in their original names that can set themselves from the hand as a spell and set them to your spell and trap card. Spell zones as spells. Destroy up to 2 cards in your spell and trap card zones. Okay. So you're always doing either one or the other, right? You're not doing both. That'd be insane if you do both.
What do you mean one or the other?
You can activate 1 of these effects.
Oh, you're only doing the second one.
Okay.
Or the first one. So you're only doing the first one because so here's how the toy engine works. Because you know the Whitewoods have to like pitch spell traps to work, right?
Yeah. What up, Cyber?
So because they have to pitch spell traps, you do your first one and you set 2 of the monsters as spell traps. So now you read the soldier, and you'll get it. And I think it'll all come together in your head.
You can set this card from your hand to your spell and trap cards, your spell trap zone as a spell. You can only use each of the following effects of Toy Soldier once per turn. Wait, but aren't that's where it's confusing me now, because you know how when monsters are set, they're like, oh no, but they're not. They're still that you know what they are. Never mind.
You can do this. There's like that Sentinel card, who's a pretty good precedent for this type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was like. Well, how do you know if it's a spell or not? You know, because like, I guess.
Infinities.
Yeah, oh my god. You can only use each of the following effects of Toy Soldier once per turn. If this set card in your spell trap card zone is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 toy box from your deck to your hand, or if you control a toy box, you can add 1 level 4 light monster instead. So this adds, I'm assuming, more of the Whitewood cards?
Well, here's the thing is, it gives you fodder to send with the Whitewood effects, since they all need to send spell and traps to like plus.
Yeah.
So since Toy Box sets them face down, you can just send the thing with any of the Whitewoods, even if they Veil or Imprint is, one of your toy cards.
Yeah.
Sorry, one of your Whitewoods cards. You still get the body, and then the body can be used for whatever, right? And then Soldier is obviously the better one, since it just searches you Racia usually if you use your normal, and the other one if you haven't used your normal. But like, I mean, that's the point, right? You just get these bodies.
Okay. What the cubic? There's a cubic variant. There's a cubic variant for Whitewoods. That's wild.
Oh, there's this guy, and you would never stop talking about his cubics.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone has that one at locals.
Pass me, bro. They're broken.
Hey, man.
Wait.
They can win games. I'm not sure they can win matches, but they can win games.
Yeah, they if you win a dice roll, you can win a game.
Don't they have to blind second?
I'm assuming so. But they're doing a board. They do a board of let me see. Their end board is like Oxala, Majestic. Oh, but this is Master Duel. Wait, how the hell is he playing those in Master Duel?
He's not playing Whitewoods cards, I don't think. He's just playing cubics.
He literally says Whitewoods cubic, featuring Centurion combo.
There aren't. He might just be playing cubic Centurion somehow.
No, literally, he has the witch.
Well, I'm telling you, it's impossible, because Whitewoods cards aren't in Master Duel. Are they? They are not.
Let me show you. What the fudge? Because I'm pretty sure this is crazy.
He's lying. There is no Whitewoods. Not yet.
Let's see. Are these not Whitewood cards? Am I going crazy?
You're gonna show me like branded cards, and I'm going to make so much fun of you or something.
Are these not Whitewood cards? These are Whitewood cards.
Yeah, they are. What the heck?
What the hell, bro?
Master Duel? I was sure we didn't.
The tie is cubics, bro. What the hell? Wait, well, how do you get him on here? The fudge? That's wild. I told you.
Like, I was sure we did not add Whitewoods, man, but what the heck? I'm actually checking Master Duel now.
What up, Bevo?
Yes, there's no Whitewoods card.
So how the hell did this guy get on there?
mods,
Probably, more
data mining
Playmods.
maybe. I don't know. I don't think we're like we data mined far enough.
Wait, what has Yassine done with Whitewoods so far? Has he done anything with him?
This is basically it. Like, and then it's branching off. Donax, I know, has been experimenting with Fiendsmith Millennium, the new Millennium cards. I think those have more potential personally than the toy cards, just because the toy cards are really dependent on you having, you know, your Whitewoods engine.
Yeah.
But you're missing some Whitewoods cards though.
Okay.
You need, I think, one of the trap at least, and then some number of the Searcher spell.
All right, let's see what he's
starter,
done.
considering the existence of hand shops, which is really important, because this is something that you're going to have to be aware of if you want to play this deck. Board breakers are pretty bad against this deck, but there are some. It can be any of them. It can even be like Imperv or Dark Ruler or Forbidden Droplet, whatever, it doesn't matter. Normal summon and then special summon your Sylve, which is going to be searching for a White Forest spell or trap card from your deck to your hand on summon. And we're going to be searching for the Legend and then Synchro Summon for Arciela, which will then pitch the Legend in order to send Search the Wolves. And now we're going to be going Chillink 1, Chillink 2.
I like this archetype because it has wolves.
And also get back the Legend.
That's probably the only reason I would even play
in order to search for the Reset, you're going to be Synchro Summoning for the Diabel, recycle back the spell card, and then revive back the Sylve by shuffling back the Arciela from her graveyard to the extra deck. Synchro Summon into
so it's just bridging to Oxala, basically, okay.
Field spell. Discard the card that we recycle back off of Diabel, plays the Trudea, and then special summon that, and then plays the Primera, special summon that as well. Search your deck for the Wake Up Centurion, and then
just bridge into Oxala, try to go for a Calamity Lock.
Get yourself a level 8 token.
Yeah,
you can also banish the Wake Up in order to Foolish the Phalanx. This card is a monster reborn for your Centurion Synchro monster, so it's pretty relevant. Anyway, Synchro Summon for Crimson Dragon and then go into Cosmic Blazer Dragon. So even if your opponent has a Cosmic Cyclone for the field spell, it's not going to do anything. We can negate it. Anyways, now we can go Reset, pitch the Woes, and then special summon that. And
pretty much always Blazar plus Calamity, isn't it? So.
Yeah, depends if you have access to another either Gargoyle or the token generator, because otherwise you can't make Crimson on your turn and make Crimson on their turn.
Search for the Arcia, which can special summon itself when you control a White Forest monster, and then Synchro Summon into Muddy Mud.
What the Muddy Mud Dragon? The hell?
Dragon fuse with the Oxila.
Wait, what?
Stop! Is he making Dragoon? He's not making Dragoon.
He's making the
Dragonule, and then Foolish the Despion Lulu Walilith, and then revive back the Arcia.
Wait, do you have to do all these steps for that? Like, do you have to go for that fusion? Like, do you have to?
Small one by shuffling back the Diabel from the graveyard to the extra deck, and then Synchro Summon because it's a level 4 tuner with the Grand Guignol, which is a level 8 non-tuner.
Yeah, Trudea is, well, you have to play Gargoyle for that though. Yeah, it generally is, because
he doesn't. I think he wants to do it this way because he wants the extra step to not have to play Gargoyle, because Gargoyle that card, and also because Guignol gives him access to the Dogmatica Synchro.
Everything is.
And then the Dogmatica Synchro summons one of the Whitewoods.
No. The Dogmatica Synchro. Well, the Dogmatica Synchro, I think. Well, it's a level 12. So like if you
no, because he dumps it.
On
he just dumps it to the grave.
Well, you lose to an so you don't lose to an impermanence against your Crimson Dragon.
Wait, how though? I'm confused. Like, is that by sending the Lulu? Because he just dumps it with the fusion, and then he summons something. I'm not sure.
Oh, he dumped the Synchro?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you need to go Muddy Mud Dragon to fusion to the guy that dumps the Lulu? Like, why would you need to do that route, that line?
You can summon Quem in the end phase. I don't know what that does.
Wait, does he summon
Crimson Dragon, and then we're going to be going end phase, revive back the Oxila, get back the Primera, and then also summon the...
Oh, the end phase, he summons out the level 2 one. That's why. But why, though?
Area, so that's so many interruptions, and we're also going to be playing around everything, like Dark Rule.
I don't know.
Like, what's the point of that Whitewood's card on the field?
Sphere mode, because we're going to be going draw phase King Calamity, and just like that, our opponent cannot do anything whatsoever. Even if our opponent had a droplet for the Crimson Dragon, it's not gonna matter because we still have woes so that we can summon a monster from the deck, and then synchro summon, and then Book of Eclipse everything. Our opponent has to negate 2 threats with a droplet, so he's gonna have 3 cards since he's negating 3, and we also have the ability to synchro again using these 2 monsters for the other Sentron monster, which can destroy a monster and then draw a card. All of that with only 2 cards. Well, 1 card and a discard. We still have 3 other cards in our hand, and we're going to be drawing cards and recycling back our engine as we interrupt our opponent, which is absolutely beautiful. That's it for the very simple combo number 1. Let's get into combo number 2. Okay, so this combo, there's 2 variations. It's either reset with a spell or trap card and a discard, or instead of reset, it's the exact same configuration of other cards in your hand, but there has to be instead of reset, it would be Sylve, which is the monster that searches a spell or trap card.
I was trying to look for the combo where we did the 1 card like full board and search
the Sylve. If we had Sylve instead, then we normal summon Sylve, get the legend, and then search for the reset.
Because literally, you don't need any other card. All you need is just that 1 card. I just don't remember what the line was. All I know is that we played. What did we play? The Vanadium stuff.
You make Amritara with the synchro 6 and the level 2.
Yeah, so
and Amritara is just full Vanadium combo.
Yeah, so it was through this. You add I think it was you needed to play one of these. I can't remember what it was.
You play Scareclaw, you play and I think you play Rykart with that kind of build. Rykart, and then
I think it was,
and then
was it this?
Rival?
Because I remember that we came across the field spells, and we were like, okay, we don't need the other field spell because all we required is this one. Because then we played Lightheart for sure. Played that, and then we played this guy as well. I know we could make 2 of these. I'm pretty sure.
The combo always can make 2. Oh yeah. You probably play 1 in like the post.
Where's the one of Reborns? I know we need to play the guy that Reborns. What's the name of
what is it?
It's the spell
Arrival.
Yeah, this one. Was this, and which is the one that searches the Arrival?
Rykart, yeah.
This one? Yeah. I think it was just this. I think
you need to play one of the field spell, the other field spell.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
Because I know we had.
I'm crying, man.
Huh?
These ratios are making me cry, man.
It's just the beginning of something cool. Okay, so and then we played it was Bestial, right? We're to make this guy. Let me just see, because I gotta remember the sequence somehow. Oh no, we needed to play Sheep to revive as well, and then we need SP. No, Little Knights. Because which is the 1 card? It's Sylvie, right? Pretty sure it is. It's 1. No. Starts. I don't remember how it was. So I should have remembered it. Remember it. 131. Okay, so it was this. Oh no, are we missing the Whitewood spells?
Yeah, it's a 1 to 2 off.
These ones, right?
No, wrong one, I think.
Oh, are those not the right ones?
I think you have the wrong spell. Based on what I remember what the artwork looked like.
I don't want to.
Oh, you have one of each. Yeah.
Yeah.
Legend is almost always what you're going to be using.
Okay. And then this summons the other one. And then this summons... What is... I forgot what it summons again.
It searches... I think it has to be the level... Oh, now I remember. I really don't like this one card, but it does work. So you have to search the...
No, I think it's this one. I think it's the woods, because that's how I synchroned into Amitara.
You can't.
Why?
Because you'll have no discards. Like
No. I don't need to discard. I just need to go into the Amitara thing.
Oh, you're searching Rasia. Yeah. Rasia works.
Yeah, okay, I think I yeah. So this summons this here. Let me just play this in the background. And then this searches, which is the one that searches right card?
It's not. It's a white one, or like yellow one, yellow one.
And then, what's the effect of this? You can.
It searches.
Why does it give
that
me
was
a?
Bad. Don't use it. Do not use it, please, for the love of everything.
And it searches the other field spell. And there was a reason why we activated one over the other first. I can't remember why. Do you see reason why to use one over the other? Because the one we keep on the field is... I think we want to keep primitive, right? Because that has the popping effect?
Primitive's better, yeah.
Okay, so we'll go...
Thorin's much worse.
So which is this... Wait, what?
Did you forget to add Visa Starfrost?
Yes. Okay, so yeah, it was just one of these, 1 and 1.
Yes, more one-ups. I love it. We'll brick more.
So that's again. I wish I could find the damn stream where I did this.
Cool. I don't even want to imagine about your forced Droll and Lockbird experience.
Droll and Lockbird, oh my god. Yeah, but Nadim loses the Droll hard, huh? This makes it even worse.
I think White would do it well, to be honest, so it's not looking great for anybody, Chief.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm proud of you, Leo. I remember when there was a time when you used to make Amritara up top, and then you would lose.
Bruh. This gives visas. And then this gets the other guy. And then special gets a rival. And then this is where I wasn't sure what I did.
You'll go Visas pop the You'll go Visas pop the Scareclaw.
Okay. Wait, I can only
You definitely want to do it like this because you want to revive the Scareclaw, the Light Hearts.
Okay. But then it was like, I know I made Cross Sheep at some point, and so revive this.
So here's how a normal Manadium sequence used to go. You would bring back Lightheart here. You'd make Baron. You'd go Arrival for Lightheart or Rykart, sorry.
Yeah.
And then you'd go make Cross Sheep with the Lightheart and the Rykart. And then you'd banish Rykart Visas to summon summon Astrolaud. Astrolaud summon Astrolaud, and then Cross Sheep bring back a level 4 tuner. Level 4 tuner plus that makes Crimson. Crimson target Dispatter. So this would this one card would lead to Baron Dispatter, Baron Dispatter, and SP Little Knight.
Yeah.
A decent board off of one card, and but with no Baron. This is why Vanadium became unplayable overnight. They don't do anything with these materials.
Because this reborns any Scareclaw, right? So this is only, so it's only gonna revive this one then at that point. So I think it was it like this?
It doesn't even bring back the Link because it needs to summon in defense.
Oh wait, doesn't this reborn? Oh no. So I make this. No.
So, yeah, if you sequence like this, you have a problem because you don't have you neg on your field to summon the Astrolaud.
So I think this reborns. They're reborn now. And then what does this get me here? Fuck, what was the line, man? 'Cause I know that...
What did your old end board consist of?
It was... Oh, I know, it was Chaos Angel here. This was Chaos Angel. Because it was light and dark. It was Chaos Angel, Astrolaud, Reborn.
And then Dispatter target the Chaos Angel?
I think it was.
It works. All right, wait, hold on, Leo. Let's also put some other let's put some other cards in here so we can test out some different things.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
No, we're okay, so
just put in all of the Whitewood synchros, just like some numbers of them, so you could maybe pivot if we find a place.
Okay. Do you play one of each?
I think it's quite common to play 2 of the level 6, the
Severa?
The one that searches, not the one that Reclea.
Okay.
It's just Reclea is like Chi-Shao. It just does everything in it, right?
Okay. So, but 2 of this, 1 of the Severa, and then 1 Diabell.
Yeah. And then
okay.
1 Diabell because Diabell's absurd.
Okay. How many of the spells would you actually play? How many legend?
I think so. Legend's a searcher, but it's extremely conditional. So I think that one's like, depending on how deep you are into like the engine.
Yeah, because I mean, these are just there to facilitate that 1 card, right? So we just have 1 card. But of course, it'll be better if you have more cards. But just the fact that you have a 1 card is the reason why it's. But this card.
Well, obviously, if I was to like suggest play more of any of them, it would be 3 of the searcher and then 1 of the trap and none of the rest, basically.
What do you mean, Beware?
I don't like Beware a lot.
It's kind of like a Dragoback in a sense, right?
Oh, I like comparing it more to Subversion, but I think Subversion was a much better card. And like if Snake Eyes cuts Subversion, I think Beware is like infinitely more cuttable.
It's just like these are cool because they can set themselves back. So once you know.
Yeah. I think you just play more of the Searcher then.
Okay.
If you want to go for that kind of route of like I need value cards, but the thing is, you don't actually need cards for value because you're playing the Vsauce engine, and the Vsauce engine provides that value, right? Since you're sending the field spells and whatnot.
Yeah. What a Dylan book. Okay, so there's 2 more slots. The SP's there, right? SP's there.
For the moment, I think it'd be like something like offensive tools. I think you only need 1 Astrolabe.
Okay.
So like we free up a slot here.
Okay.
Could be more links, I think.
I think it would have to be a Crimson target.
Dispatter's your Crimson target normally.
Yeah.
You can play a level 8.
Oh, I know what it was. I ended up playing Rumble, and that's how I finished up the board. Cause that's how I got access to. That's how I got access to the freaking to the end board.
What Synchro 7-8 were you playing?
That's a thing. I can't remember.
It's not Excel. It's not Crystal Wing. It's not Guard seems really bad.
Oh wait, no. I revived Arbitara. That's what it was.
How do you revive Amritaro?
It's a tuner.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't remember what.
And do what with that material?
I think. It ended up facilitating another Crimson or another 12 or another body. Just can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. I don't know what it is. Let's see where it goes. I want to see where it goes. Because I guess we could, if we wanted to, we could bridge this into the Centurion cards as well.
More one-ups. I hate it.
Bro. Yeah, this goes to spell. Third spell. Searches this one. Because the little oh shit, put the wrong way.
No, Leo. I said I was proud of you. Why must you
I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. No. Okay, so let's say because all that these require. No, because I'm thinking like let's say they imprint the Amritara, right? That means these will be your extenders, right? These little guys, because all you need to do is like send a spell trap, and then what does that get you though? That'll be the pivot point. But let's just finish off the sequence first and see where it takes us. Stardust Centurion. Fiendsmith. Stardust Vistia, bro.
Yes. Surely it's crazy.
I don't know, you'd be surprised.
I know. I think I'll be surprised if I can afford to sell my kidney for some Fiendsmith cards. I might try it.
Wait, why can't you use this one for the EMZ?
The Link one needs to be made with MMZ monsters.
All right. Yeah, I know that. I know that now.
That's important.
I thought I knew that.
Once upon a time, I'm sure you did. Oh, man, I'm getting nostalgic for all these Manabian cards.
You're just somewhat searching, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah. Every locals would be like, am I gonna get drolled game 3?
Oh, that's so dramatic.
There were so many times. No, because like its engine was just good enough that you looked at your hand and you're like, yo, I'm destroying this board. And then you get drolled and you're like, no, I'm not destroying this board.
Yeah, that can be, yeah. What is this summon right under Light Art?
It's adjacent. It can only summon to adjacent zones to other spirit form.
Can't remember, cause I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use the arrival on this yet. I think.
Certainly not. You almost always go Starfrost, pop, Lightheart.
Yeah.
Because like the Lightheart can just revive itself. Although here's the thing, I think I would make Chaos Angel before reviving it. Yeah, I think I would make Chaos Angel before reviving.
Wait, why?
It plays around Nib a little bit better, because if they Nib you, you can just you can.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Revive, Starfrost, and then Lightheart revives itself. So your bodies go from they go up from 2 to 3 post Nib here.
Okay. Okay, so I think we're here. We go. Well, this.
You go Chaos Angel here, I think.
And then revive. I guess, yeah, I could do that.
Oh, well, sorry, I don't think it matters, but I think it plays around Nib, plays into Nib a little bit better if you make the Angel first. Hey, and hey, look at the bright side. Maybe it's Tenpai and you just instantly win because you summon Chaos Angel.
Wait, I'm trying to think if I made. Wait, is it possible to make 2 Astrolabs somehow?
Not in this version of the build. Oh, you might have been making 2 Astrolabs if you're playing Rumble to bring back Amritara, but that's such a neg play because your Displatter would bring back the Rykart, the 1521 guy. So you
I think that's what it was.
That's such a wait. Hold on. That's already just Crimson Dragon again. Like Amritara plus a level Dispatter reviving Rykart.
Yeah.
So like going through that entire line is just needless.
Cause
just keep on going here and see what you get off of this.
Okay. Okay, so just revive. I don't think it matters, right? Doesn't matter. Who do I banish first? I think it's this. Well, it has to be both of them. Okay, so this Reborns. This meant to pop, right? That's what the trigger is?
You don't. No, you definitely don't pop. Wait, what are we triggering if we pop it?
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is okay, I remember now. Yeah. And this is how you get the Crimson, and that's how you revive. Okay, I remember now. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Who do I revive here? Or doesn't matter, huh? They're both tuners.
think reviving Sylvie plays around a Bestial better? No, it does not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I remember now. And then we go into okay, yeah, I remember now. Okay, yeah, it was this. Because for whatever reason, I thought Sheep would need to revive one of the Scareclaw cards. But I forgot, no, it revives a tuner. Okay. And this searches this. Oh yeah, and oh there, yeah, and then I remember now. And this revives another tuner, and then this reborns the non-tuner, and that gives you the Omega hand loop.
Oh, you're going for Omega hand loops with this. Yeah, that just makes sense.
Yeah, because then you go this into.
You don't hand loop 2 on this line, do you? You only hand loop 1, right?
Yeah, you only have hand loop 1. We'll do this here.
You also end on an SP.
Yeah, an SP as well. That's pretty great. Oh, actually,
Can you? I don't think you. I think your body's short.
oh, I remember now, because I remember that I needed to do SP before I use Rumble, because Rumble locks me. Remember?
Oh, yeah, but like you can't get to SP. I.e., the amount of bodies you have is exactly 2.
It's either or, huh? It's either or, I think.
Which one do you actually like better?
I think I would go for the Omega, I think.
That's.
Because that means it turns on this better. I mean, they both turn on this better. Because right now I can revive.
I would opt for SP because the Chaos Angel plus SP is really oppressive.
Dark monster you control cannot be short battle. I guess that's pretty good. They can't run over SP.
No, monsters you control. Monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. So like your dispatter, like eventually your dispatter will turn on the SP.
Yeah.
Sorry, the SP will turn on your dispatter.
Yeah.
Like I don't think either is objectively wrong. I think technically and I think they both play equally well into breaker builds. Because you just like no, but like if you go for SP, you just have a hanging body. Like your Rumble is dead, and that's just bad. Actually, hold on. Can you read both of the Whitewoods tuners? I know there's second effect. I think they have quick.
Oh, they're quick effects. You can target one Whitewoods card. What's Whitewoods Synchro monster? Oh no, it's Whitewoods Synchro.
Okay, how does this deck quick sync? I know they do.
What's in the if you control Whitewoods monster, you can special summon this card. Okay, no. If this card is in your graveyard, quick effect, you can target one Whitewoods Synchro monster you control or in your graveyard, turn to the extra deck. And if you do, special summon this card.
Okay, I formulated opinion. Omega is better because you draw a card.
Wait, how do I draw a card?
So you go Rumble for Racia, and then you go Dispatter target Scareclaw. You make Omega, but before you do, you go Racia effects. Wait, it negates effects? Rumble?
No, it doesn't negate effects.
Yeah. You go Racia, pitch, send your Reichphobia, the field spell.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I get you, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's just objectively better now because you get more value.
Okay.
Okay, I like this.
And... Okay, this one, right?
No, yeah, far right.
Yeah.
Racia.
Okay, and then use effects. Draw a card, then go Omega. Oh, we don't have Omega. Oh, we can make Diabell.
Wait, this is just more. Let's get more stuff.
Wait, what does this do? Wait, what does this do? This card Synchro Summon, you can use in a Tuner Synchro Monster. Oh, no, a Tuner Synchro Monster. As a material, you can target one spell trap. Add it to your hand. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can send one spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard, special summon one level 7 or lower Tuner Synchro Monster from your extra deck. Oh, so this means that... Oh, shit! That means we would benefit from playing a Tuner Synchro Monster, which means we can summon this if we don't do this line, right? This is an option to summon off this.
Okay, well first let's exit. Let's go back to deck building because I think we've taken this as far as we can go with this.
But yeah, but for sure we need a mega for sure. To put the mega in.
Here's the thing, and then look at Tuner Synchros. So did you see that new TCG exclusive that was just announced? The shrimp.
Oh, the shrimp that pops the card of Acro?
That card is like that card is like actually designed for this archetype. It's pretty crazy. Because the problem is the usual slot was Formula, but the reason Formula is not very good here is because you don't get to draw, right? Because it cheats it. It doesn't summon it.
Yeah, it doesn't secret summon it.
But Zapper Shrimp is the same as Formula, except it triggers on special summon, not just synchro.
Okay. Riser. Oh, this is a tuner's synchro.
Well, you only are interested in the ones that do something on summon or do the quick sync, right? So
yeah, I mean this.
And then you have to look
hand
at
rips.
levels.
Of course. Oh, we can summon this one.
Locust is cute.
We just summon Cerbero.
You might actually do that most of the time.
Yeah. Well, okay,
you're supposed to do it most of the time, but like this one is just the Book of Moon. You might also be doing like a Zapper Shrimp into Chaos Angel type of play.
Yeah. Special summon you can target 1 level 2 tuner, give a special summon it, putting its effects. Okay. No. Banglong, Guardian, Excel, Deep Sea, Ib. I mean, Wonder Magician pops a card.
Crazy. Ib.
That was this one. Once per turn, you can banish 1 monster from your graveyard. Oh, it's Ignition. Oh yeah, this is a quick tip. Oh no, it's only if it has the. I think a Fish Lamp. The hell. Pondax, OG. Quote Shooter. Metal Marcher. Pinocchio. This is the one, right? Zapper Shrimp.
Yep.
If this card is special summon, you can send 1 other card from your hand or field to the graveyard and target 1 spell, trap your control, destroy it. You can only use this effect with Shrimp. Once per turn, once per chain, you can in your opponent's main phase, you can quick effects immediately affect spells. Okay, synchro. Okay, so let's with the board we end on. That means we can make Crimson again. Either that or we make
so now I think
another
you have
10.
to look through levels 8, 10, and levels 8, 10, and 6. I think would be actually pretty good to pair with.
Yeah,
those are all your endings, right? So we have to look for dragons that do something.
Yeah. Okay, so let's put this in there, and so that should be dragons, huh? Wait, why does it be dragons? For
Crimson to do something, right?
Yeah, right. Oh, what level? 10s and 6.
10, 6, and 12. Sorry, not 12. 8. Okay. So Crystal Wing's the most obvious candidate.
Yeah. And
like this deck can also just make Crystal Wing, I believe. Oh, it can't. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no, I can't. The only way would be with the.
Okay, I mislike Crystal Wing a little bit more. Oh, Majestic Star Dragon. Wait.
Wait. Oh yeah, we can make him.
What? Oh, Majestic, yeah. Oh, wait. Give it a little bit of Yusei flavor, and then they pass turn.
Wait.
You know what happens if you die, though? If they activate... Actually, no, this still beats Lab, because you just wait until your turn to tag out.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless they set 5, then you just die.
Yeah, it's either... Well, these are the... I think this is probably the best 10. Next to Dispatter. right?
Crystal Clearwing's not bad. Crystal Clearwing's not bad either.
Crystal Clearwing. This one?
All the way at the top. All the way at the top. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that negates spells and traps, isn't it?
Yeah, and then gets unaffected by monsters. That's a wind from your deck to your hand. We'll play one.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm a big fan of that.
You're just not a fan because it's not a 5Ds card. If it was a 5Ds card, you'd be.
Yeah, that's different. No, I just don't think it's that great. Like it just pops the back row. I mean, it gets the spell trap and then unaffected.
Let's play the 10 pie level 10. We can lock them out of the battle phase.
Transcendent.
Yeah,
all of your all monster your opponent controls must attack. If able, your opponent cannot activate card or effects during the battle phase. If this card is synchro summoned, you can change all monsters on the field to attack with this. If 3 or more attacks have been declared this turn, clarify you can special summon this card. I don't mind this one actually.
I mean, I think Majestic Star Dragon's better because it's actual disruption. This one's very targeted towards Tenpai.
Yeah, which is, I guess it might be just this one, though. So.
Is that everything on the? Is that everything on the first page?
The other ones are just like 8s and.
Okay. I mean, put that in the side for now. Let's look at 8s and 6s.
Oh, you want to look at 6s as well? What's 6s? Oh, okay, I see 6.
So you're going to be. Oh, sorry, no, 6s aren't relevant. You're right.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think 8s are also maybe not relevant. No, 8s are fine.
Yeah, I mean the best ones is gonna be Crystal Wing targeting Armitara or Omega.
I hate that. I think that's so bad.
Yeah, because there's no other way to make it actually. Because this is actually. No, it's just a tuner.
Yeah, they're both tuner synchros.
So. Yeah, tuner synchros. Just one more slot. I think it just might have to just be Majestic.
So we're like syncing off with the Dispatter, right?
Either or, it can be Dispatter or it can be Chaos Angel. Either one.
The Chaos Angel, and then we're targeting the other level 10 we left on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good enough, I think.
Yeah. Because I know I guess we always keep Chaos Angel because we want our cards to be unaffected. No.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. We're always gonna be targeting, syncing off the pattern to keep Chaos Angel and then unaffected.
I mean, it's like this matters a lot of follow up, so that could also be relevant. It just depends, I think.
Okay.
And then now you have to look at the other 1.5 combos and how they bridge into this like very defined extra deck.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, I guess we just look at for sure. Because so ideally you want to open up this, right? And then let's just see what we do with these 3 cards.
Open a spell trap with reset. Or with
toy box.
Ooh, toy box is a really good combo in my opinion. Like it's really, really strong when you get to resolve it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with you trying it first.
Okay. So the toy box is better paired with the little ones, then no?
The toy box is fine paired with anything that's not Sylvie.
Okay. Yeah, because they'll need cost, right? So let's see what these 2 cards do, right? Out of the 2 little ones, which is the best one? Asteria or
like the starter is Asteria, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, the starter is Asteria.
Let's try this.
So think of it like this: Asteria is like Reset is okay. The black one is like a Ruha. The white one is like Tour Guide, basically.
Okay.
A 1.5 card tour. So you go box. Box plays 2.
This places both of them?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, now I understand that a bit better. What the fuck is this?
It is like infinite value when you pull off this loop.
Okay. And this has to be normal summon.
Yeah, so this one is the one that's a little less like a Ruhan, a little bit more like a...
Okay. So what am I sending here?
You're always send Soldier.
Okay. So always Soldier. To add, right?
Yes. No, wait, no, sorry. This is special summons from deck.
Okay, so then we go Sylvie into... Okay, yeah. No, this is fine. Sylvie into Arcia. Archaea.
Sylvie into spell.
CIA. Yeah, right? It's
No, it's Sylvie. It's definitely Sylvie's. Because Sylvie searches spell.
Yeah.
And then, here's the thing. If you even want to search Arcia, you can just search it, because Toy Soldier has an effect. And you should read it now.
Okay. So this will summon itself back, right? You can... If this card in this first
you get something else.
Summon, you can add one toy box. Okay, so this adds another toy box, okay. So we can chain block as well.
What? You can add one what?
A toy box.
No, that's not what it adds.
Or a card that mentions it, no?
No, that's not what it adds. Read.
Did I read it wrong? If this card is normal special summon, you can add one toy box from your deck to your hand.
Or keep reading.
Or if you control a toy box, you can add one. Oh, right. That's insane. Okay, yeah, that's insane. All right.
We might have to play around with our ratios more because we don't have anything good to add anymore. Actually,
that's insane. That's crazy. That means
you just had Rustia.
Okay, so we add this. That's crazy. That's nice. I like this. Okay, then we can special, and we don't even have to commit right here. That means we don't have to use our RC yet.
Here's the reason you don't commit. You go level 6. You go the Searcher Synchro.
Arcila?
Yeah.
Okay.
Riclea, yeah.
Riclea.
So here's the reason you do this, because Riclea searches any light spellcaster with any light spellcaster. But the reason is also that you want to pitch that card out of your hand because it gets more value here.
What card out of my hand?
The Searcher spell.
Legend?
Remember they reset themselves?
Right.
So this is like the plus.
What's the grave effect is prompting me right now? Oh, I have to return it. And okay. Yeah, no, we don't do that yet.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because let's not neg our body.
Okay, so then this gets us what?
Any light spellcaster. In this case, so here's the funny thing. I'd play Veiler so you could search that with this hand because the Searcher spell can search you the little white one.
Okay, so then we just so we have two searches here basically because the spell is gonna reset itself.
Yeah, so and then look at your graveyard. You've run out of things to search now. Like I think this is why Veiler is really fun in this deck.
Oh, because you can search Veiler, huh?
You're searching Veiler. In this hand, you would search Veiler, and if you resolve this much combo.
Oh, this is crazy. That's cool. Okay, that toy box is insane. Okay.
You have to search the little white one. You have to search the little white one, I think.
Where's that?
Search the little white one, because that's the only one you haven't used this turn.
So Rosette, right? Rosette?
Yeah, Rosette.
Okay. And then we activate this. And then that's fine. No. Okay. And then we can search. That's crazy.
I think you search the other Sylvies. There is a reason. There is like a reasoning for this.
Okay, other Sylvie. Okay. That's crazy, and I haven't even. Oh, that's insane. Because usually we use this, but now we don't have to use this. That's wild. Okay, and then now we can go into Now we can go into freaking Chaos Angel before we do anything.
Just Light Angel though, which is not bad.
Unaffected.
Hold on though. So like if this is, let's not go for the safe. This is the safer line. I don't think we tried that right now. I think we go for like a more reckless line at the moment.
Okay, so then
you summon small level 2, white level 2 from hand by sending the tank.
Okay.
And
then we add.
Well, soldier can just. Man, God, they all add each other. I forgot about that.
You
can just add anything at this point.
Okay, we'll just add this, I guess. Damn, this thing loses the draw big time. What the fuck? Holy crap. Okay. Then toy summons itself, right?
Yeah, you can summon the tank.
Little tank. That's so cool. Oh, what does it do?
This one is really bad. You tribute it to summon a level 4 tuner from your hand, a level 4 monster from your hand when you have toy box, or level 6 or lower. Sorry.
That's actually not bad. It's pretty useful. I think it might be useful. Okay, so
it's
now
like not good, but it's the least not good. It's like the second not worst thing.
Then we should go Armitara now, no?
So here's the thing. I wouldn't want you to go Armitara with those two materials on field, because if you make the other level 8 later on in the turn with these two materials specifically, the Synchro and the level 2, then you can add back any spell trap from the grave.
Okay.
But here's the key. Arrival, the Scareclaw Reborn is not once per turn. So that specifically is what I would want you to add back.
Oh, okay, that's cool. All right. Okay, so you want to get to a line where we can use it multiple times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And like that would just get you everything, I think.
Okay.
So I think you could go toy, you could go tank, tribute itself, special summon Sylvia from hand.
Okay.
And then those two make Amarkara.
Sylvia. Okay.
You want it specifically to be Sylvie because you can summon Racia pretty much anytime you want, right? Because you it's an extender.
Oh, this is a non-tuner, so you can make it with these two, no? That's crazy.
Wait, what are you? Wait, what are you making?
Armitara.
Why can you not make it? Oh, right. Oh, yeah. That's funny.
So, do we still do it with the 4/4 or do it with the 6/2?
You do it with a 4/4 certainly, because if level 8 needs to add back a spell trap, then it needs to be used a synchro tuner. So like this is your only method of making it, I believe.
Okay. Awesome. This is pretty crazy. If it's not draw, then it seems like it's pretty insane what you can do with this. Okay, then now we go.
I pretty much constructed a line where you just fold to nib here. I think like making Angel earlier is a little bit more correct.
Just to be safe, right? But I guess it's just based case by case basis. I think at that point you'll read if they have nib or not.
I think we're gonna look at all versions of the lines, right?
Yeah.
So you need to know them all.
Yeah, for sure.
I think if your opponent's on like a breaker build, I don't anticipate them putting in nibs, right? They might put in drolls because droll is the only hand trap I think that works well with breakers, really. It's like one of the only hand traps that works well with breakers. But they wouldn't put in nib. So if it was against like branded, I think you just play like this. You just play into their nibs.
Yeah. In which case, do we play one reflecting or the one the counter trap? Because what if we already have?
You could side it. I think it's a quite good side card.
Yeah. Okay, so we go Lightheart now, huh?
Yeah, Lightheart and do the full medium combo.
Okay. This is crazy though, because we have these extra bodies that we didn't have before.
Yeah, the other day I was playing against Branded, and it was the first time I had XL Synchro Stardust on the field. And I had my adventure token and Jet Synchron, and it said, "No, you're Branded. You don't play spell traps." So I hard made Speeder.
What the hell, bro?
It was weird. Like, it was one of those hands I had hard drawn a trail, so I wanted to save the tribute of XL.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, because like it was going to be a smaller board, and I was like, you don't play it. You don't play it.
Bro.
Spoilers, he did not play it.
Okay, so now we're here. So then we just do the regular line then? Because it's a lot different now because we have...
You have the okay, so you're still popping Lightheart, you're still summoning this, you're still making Chaos Angel, I believe.
Okay.
We have like infinite bodies here, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's just insane to me. Like, that's crazy.
We have like too much. I think we may have more extenders than end board pieces in the extra deck.
No, but that's what you want, to be resilient, right? Because you want an abundance amount of resources to push past things. Okay, so then now we go to the Chaos Angel.
And then they have a half board plus roll and you cry. I think you still have to make Angel here. Okay, and then you have to go Arrival, bring back... I'm not sure it matters.
Because we can make an 8, because we have an on-tuner level 2. So we can revive Visas, right?
Yeah, it doesn't... I don't think it matters because of the cross-sheet materials, that's why.
Yeah.
What's the... Okay, sorry, can you check the extra for a sec? I need to see what the rest of our, like, end board's gonna be. Oh, I think we may be able to do Omega Dispatter 2. Like, double rip.
Yeah, because we can make the 8 now, huh?
Okay. No. You need to make the 8 after you use the Arrival. So use the Arrival first.
Okay.
Because we need to add it back.
Alright, so do we revive the 4 or the 6?
I don't think it matters, because those two have to be our cross-sheet materials. Oh, sorry, it's the 4, it's the 4.
Okay,
it's the 4. Wait, yeah, it's all coming together now. Is it coming together? It is still the 4, I believe. I don't think it matters in this instance.
Okay, so now we can make Diabells.
Yeah, Diabell, add back the Arrival. Now that's the funny thing, Blue Blast. The deck has no level 2 tuners.
That's crazy.
My minigame experience is coming back. Those days after the Baron ban weren't wasted. Surely.
Okay, the Grave Prompter just confusing me because they just return, right? Okay, so then now...
They're more... Well, they're more bodies. Can you really complain? No. I think we summoned Racia here.
Okay.
From hand, sorry. And then we hard make the Omega. Yeah, we hard make the Omega. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay. Okay, and then how do we make the cross sheep? Because we have to make cross sheep.
You have the second Arrival in hand.
So also, is this just going to facilitate the cross sheep material? Because you want to keep Diabell on field?
This just lets us get to double Omega though. Like double Omega, not single Omega. Because the one card only gets to 1 Omega because you needed to revive the level 4 Scareclaw monster.
Okay.
But since this is now our mechanism for reviving the level 4 Scareclaw monster, we get double Omega, which I think you can agree. Like, I don't know, there's lots of games where you single Omega and you lost, and double Omega and won, right?
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
This time so... And then cross sheep.
Okay, rip now.
No! You're so... Oh, well, just Omega banish.
Yeah. What do you mean? I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I can just banish now. Okay, so... And now we banish these guys.
We'll have to make the Astrolabe.
This revives...
Any level 4 tuner.
Yeah. That's crazy. These are...
You bring back Racia because you want to send the planet
to draw, right? Yeah, to draw.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I think there was a point at which I missequenced earlier. I think we were supposed to summon the Racia when we still had Calarium up, the other field spell. Since you can send that one to the draw.
Do I send Toy Box or do I send Primitive.
So I missed sequence because we were supposed to summon the Racia earlier and send Kalaria, the Visa planet searcher.
Okay.
So in this case, because we want to keep the Reichphobia if possible, but in this case, I don't think it matters. I think we do Reichphobia.
Okay. A card.
Because the thing is, you can just toy box.
Disactivated.
What? What does Hysteria do? Oh, you get to add it back. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, it summons itself back.
Does it?
What the? This is crazy. Okay, let me. If a spell trapper is sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. That's insane. What the fudge? That's cool. Dude, that's wild. What the hell? Okay, now we got Crimson here. Oh, we can make Crimson with her, but we leave her on field, huh?
No, I think that's good to leave that monster on board. I mean,
yeah,
it's free.
Dude, this is crazy. With even that's insane. What the hell? Okay, and then now we have the extra body to make the SP now.
Yeah, and then you just bring back.
Yeah, we just do it now, right? Because we have to make SP before Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this will make this for the spatter. And then we go. Wait, so what is this Rumble gonna do for us now then?
Nothing. I think you literally have gone through every extra deck piece.
That's crazy, because then we just hand loop for 2.
Oh, wait, hold on. There could be something.
Because we can make another Crimson now. If we really wanted to.
No, I don't think it's worth.
Because we still have these guys.
Okay, so there is a world where you leave the Omega on field. So here was going to be the logic. You leave. No, it doesn't. Okay, yeah. Here's the logic. You leave the Omega on field, and then you hand rip during their turn, but this would have necessitated you to SP banish the Astrolabe. So here is the logic. If you use Dispatter's effect to Ghost Ogre during the course of your turn, you can put the Astrolabe back. But also, so that is why you need to leave the Omega on the field, because the Omega can return one of the Visas pieces, one of the 2 fusion pieces, and then on your turn, Dispatter can when it gets back to you, Dispatter can summon the whatever piece you. The other half of the
I get you.
Reset the field.
I get you. To give it a bit of grind. In case.
To give you because the fusion is just so free. You just slap it down on the field.
No, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a sequencing. It's like another sequencing thing. Again, this isn't practical. I think most people scoop at this point, but if they somehow break your board, it might be nice to have.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I get that. No, that makes sense. Yeah, because that means, that's good because it's spot removal as well. Because once the game is simplified, like once you just get cards that can pick boards apart, it's pretty good because it pops a card on summon. It's a card or monster.
Monster, but it's yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty good though. Yeah, it's still pretty good.
It's just math. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this was a little trick during the Vanadium days. You're supposed to if they didn't hand trap you, you're supposed to banish your Astrolabe on.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that means we double hand rip. We have this to summon on their turn, and we can make Crimson into the Majestic.
Oh yeah, so I think in this case we just use the Rumble as a send for Zapper Shrimp.
Yeah, it could be that. Or we could just revive Army Tower next turn. as well, or any of the tuners for the matter, because these are tuners. We can run of any of these.
So yeah, so your final end board is Angel, Dispatter, SP, Dark Light Angel, Dispatter, SP, double Omega Hand Rip, Veiler.
Yeah, because one of these would be Veiler, right? One of these would be Veiler.
One of those should be Veiler, yes.
Yeah. That's not bad for a 1.5. That's pretty crazy. And then we know what we can do with a 1 card, and this just makes it even better. That's crazy. Okay.
You have to test the other 1 card, I think. Sorry, the 2 card. The other, like we did white plus toy box. I think we need to do black plus toy box now.
And was this Rosette or was this Asteria?
We did whites. We did black, I think.
Okay, Asteria.
Sorry, we did the oh yeah, I remember to throw a Veiler.
Okay, so Veiler for sure. That's pretty cool. The fact that we can search this, that's insane. That's insane. Okay, so it's is there any other things that we wanna add here? Because otherwise we just fill it with engine. Non-engine.
Side deck reframing, I think. The thing is, decks like this could put Fenrir works especially well in this deck, only because it bridges into your like.
What up, Derek?
Manadia.
Yeah, because you can search. Wait.
But if we were going to throw in Fenrir, I think we start diluting the spellcaster illusion guys. So I think you cut some number of the searcher spells, like really get it down to like non-engine war territory.
Yeah, because this is a bit conditional, right? Because you require to have an illusion to.
Yeah, I'm not wild on that card. It's like an extender. It like helps you beat hand traps when you go first, but will not beat hand traps. Sorry, will not beat board states consistently because like we need to beat boards with our cards, right?
Yeah. Well, I just think this is just so good though. This and this is just too good. So I think the main issue is when we open up this combo going second, right? So then like they're not gonna let this resolve.
They're not going to be able to really stop Toy Box. Or how do they stop Toy Box consistently? I mean, like if it's against the like
does this cost
chain board
to send?
Yeah.
Because if we activate this, no more summon this, they pop it. Okay, so what do we need to play? Continue.
It's white. White, small white is the one that beats it a lot because it sends from that guy activates from hand. So
okay, so we would need this because like this is the choke point. If we go Toy Box summon this, and they pop it somehow, which is something that is possible. Because there's SP pops, SP banishes.
No, not Asteria. Rosette. Rosette is the way that Toy Box like beats stuff going second.
Okay, so these two.
Yeah, that's mostly how I would put it. Because Rosette is like a Roha. It's a Roha for cost, so it just sends the soldier, and then the soldier gets to summon itself. And if the soldier resolves your other like, you get to search one of your 4 other tuners.
Yeah, okay.
But other than Toy Box, there are some viable engines I've seen being talked about. Donax has brought up the Millennium cards.
Yeah,
I think those have decent potential.
But don't. I watched the video that they're talking about exactly that and using it as an engine, and from what I heard, it wasn't good. I think it was the guy from Yugioh. He uploaded a deck profile with an Exodia deck, and he was talking about how using the Millennium cards as a splash pool engine is not good.
They're not good as a splashable engine because they're really high cost, high maintenance for what they offer you. But in this deck, the key is that they're monsters that can summon themselves and they place themselves as spell traps. From their hand. Which is specifically good for this deck because they fulfill the cost. They also search a field spell, which can be additional fodder. And it's like 2750. They're huge.
Yeah. Okay. But then that means we give up non-engine. So
no, you give up toy box. Like you can't run the 2 because they conflict in some awkward ways because they'll be fighting in your hand for the value spot for the Whitewoods.
Yeah, it's kind of like the issue with Tengu and Fenrir. Like you can't have both. You can try and it can work, but like more often than not, you're gonna be seeing them together and without the Whitewoods, and it's like, oh shit, you know.
No, but the Millenniums. The difference is the Millenniums work on their own as like big bodies.
Yeah.
And synchro fodder with like other tuners, I guess. So they would work. So the Millennium cards work with Vanadium Engine because you have 5 cards worth of Vanadium Engine there, 1 brick, one like absolute brick.
Yeah.
But the Vanadium Engine not at all works with the toy box. If you open toy box plus like any of those 5 cards and like 3 non-engine, you just go, oh, I've bricked.
Yeah. It's the same thing as with Fenrir and Tengu. Like Fenrir alone is self-sufficient, whereas Tengu is pretty bad. Like it needs to be something else.
Yeah. The trade-off is that toy box plus any Whitewoods card will get you much farther than any Millennium plus Whitewoods card.
Yeah. I think I would prefer this. I would prefer the toy box though. Okay, it just seems too good.
Take the risk of clicking.
So then.
Okay.
Now it comes down to like, okay, well, what's the rest of the deck gonna look like, right? Because we know what the format's gonna be like, and what the boards were ending on. So I feel like, I think Bestials will be insane with this deck because these are tuners and 6 and 4 mixed Spatter, mixed Chaos Angel. Like, that's huge. I think that's really huge. And especially since you play Valor. Valor is light, so like, you're automatically gonna be like really good with that.
If you cut 2 Searcher spell, I think you could fit in like a suite of hand traps plus Bestials.
Which one?
2 of the Searcher spell.
So just play 1, you mean?
I think that card is a one-off.
We could try that one. I mean, you can search it anyways, I guess.
You do search it anyways, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's just not very good on its own.
Yeah. It's also gonna be a 2-card thing, right? Like apart from the 1 card. Wait, what's the other 1 card you're talking about? Because what other 1 card do we have?
Oh, Asteria plus. Sorry, which one did we do? Did we do Reset plus?
Because we know that Sylvie alone is the 1-card setup, but 1.5. Yeah, well, the 2-card combo, it's gonna be Reset. It's the one that sends from field.
I think Sylvie is your only. No, do they not send from hand? What?
You can send 1 spell trap from your hand or field. Yeah. No, but I mean, you have to normal summon it. Like you can't activate it like from hand and then send. You know.
Yeah. Asteria is that kind of thing. The Reset's the 1 card. Sorry, the Reset's the 1.5, the better one, like the more resilient 1.5.
Okay, so that's cool. I mean, at least the deck has a 1 card and a 1.5. That's fine. That's what you would want within the deck, because that's consistent, right?
This deck really does scream to me like Vanadium, man. Like Vanadium had a lot of those. Didn't have that many 1 cards. That was the funny thing. It had a lot of 1.5s though.
Yeah.
It had 3 1. It had 6 1-card combos, 7 with terraforming.
Is there any other way to search this card though?
Silver.
Because the only thing that comes to mind is just gonna be Small World, right?
Oh man, I hate that. Every time there's a Small World discussion, it makes me sad.
Because the only thing I would consider Small World is when you can search a 1 card. Because if a Small World is searching a 1.5, I don't like that. But the fact that you're searching a 1 card, that's the only justified reason.
Yeah, but all worlds need to search like really resilient 1.5s. That's why I like for example Circular with it. Like if you search Sylvie, and then I don't know, your Sylvie gets hand trapped because inevitably your Sylvie will get hand trapped, and that's just so neg for a Small World.
Yeah.
And I think that there's enough 2-card combos with the. There might be enough 2-card combos with the engine as is to make this work.
Yeah. Okay. So then the rest is just hand traps or what?
Hand traps and Bystials, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Bystials as your choice of hand trap, and then I think like.
Wait, are we playing the Lubellions as well then? Is it like?
I think you played one Lubellion, so I don't like. Do not think Lubellion in a very droll. In a droll vulnerable deck is good. But if you max out on like. If you do 2 Saronir, 3 Druis, I think that's actually pretty good.
Okay. I mean, if I play the Bystials, I'm always like, it's a compulsory. I have to play this. I can't. I don't like playing Bystials without this. I just don't like it. I feel like you just need, like, it just gives you a sense of establishment.
And the rest still has to be hand traps.
Yeah. Okay, so then I think Crow, because Crow seems pretty good. Like, it just seems like hitting the graveyard moving forward seems pretty devastating. Because like that's one of the main Fiendsmith lines, right? Like Beatrice stomps, they try to revive. That's like the main objective, it seems, to Fiendsmith.
Yeah. And there's like 3 slots left for. Pretty sure it's Impermanence. Could be Ash as well. Oh no, sorry, it has to be Impermanence.
Yeah, it has to be Imperm, because well, it's a bit odd, right? Because then you have to decide what do you want to do, Imperm first or Bestial first. That's kind of like the dilemma.
No. It has to be Imperm because Imperm turns on some 1.5s.
Yeah. What about Edgar?
Versus Ash Blossom.
Yeah.
What was it? Imperm's not a send for Rosette.
Oh, that's true. I can send that as well. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind this, actually. I don't mind this.
Right,
they should be up here.
Jump into a game. Although, is Omega up to date on info right now?
No, because it doesn't come out until next week or this week, end of the week. No.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing: if this deck runs into like regular Snake Eyes, I think it just dies. Like, no, sorry, if it
not
runs
necessarily
into, like, the current meta. Well, I think if it runs into like the current metagame right now, it just dies.
I don't think so, because like you have ways to counter majority of the current thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's just when you like the main deck Bystials are a deck building statement that you want to build that you want to beat Fiendsmith cards, right? And like Fiendsmith cards are not, non-existent right now.
Yeah.
You're just weaker. You're just weaker into the metagame right now. That was my theory with like the Bystials.
Yeah, because like what's good right now? What's the difference between now and then?
All right. And like, take it with a grain of salt because we haven't had real events. Branded Snake Eye.
Which Bystials DD Crow are good against?
Branded is good. It's good against. I would say it's really bad against Keshtir or Snake Eye. Like, it's not good. It's just like the cash cards add like a secondary dynamic.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Sometimes really hard for you to like do anything against. And then what else? I think Ritual Beast is quite good right now.
Oh yeah. Bystials get cooked by that matchup. They literally. Well, actually, it depends. Depends.
Your best value is to banish their shifters. That seems so bad.
Because you're only going to be hitting their fusions, right? But they're never good to the graveyard. Yeah. They're all light and they're all wins. I mean, they have Tamer. Tamer's a light. But everything else is just wind. So yeah, it's kind of bad against them.
And then what's left?
Because hitting the IP is still devastating.
It's not bad, but like you just get, as it stands, you just get cooked by, you just get cooked by a cash card specifically.
Well, I mean, majority of the time they're gonna be linking them off before they get to use their effects, right? Because they need
Not
to.
necessarily.
Like
If
they
you
don't
start with
always,
Planet-
huh?
No. If you start with Planet, you almost always have a unicorn in rotation. If you want to go for like a more safe play into going second, then you set up your Planet grabs Fenrir. But the thing is, there's no point in linking them off because you have so many bodies. Because your Snake Eyes Ash sacks the planet instead of a monster. So you go up on like monster advantage. So you don't ever really need to link off the cash monsters. You can, and you do for those lines that like do the Draco sack Appaloosa on the thing.
I mean, because the majority of the time they always resort to getting rid of the unicorn. Even if because they go for the planet, right? And usually they make Temple. Temple gets rid of the planet for you, and then they send off the unicorn for.
Temple doesn't get rid of the planet. Ash gets rid of the planet. Snake Eyes Ash.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like there's multiple ways to get rid of the planet, and inevitably they have to send the unicorn because they have birth to revive the unicorn, but then sometimes they don't even leave the unicorn on board.
Yeah, but you immediately revive the unicorn at that point. And them putting a Dark Engrave before they bring back the unicorn is really, really like unlikely.
But then the main problem is Fenrir. Like unicorn's fine, it's just Fenrir is the one that's like
Yeah, so if you open like Planet, Snake Eyes Ash, and some way to pitch the Fenrir, and it's specifically if you open like Planet Fenrir, and like Ash, and some way to get to Witch or some way to get to Ash. I mean, quite an unlikely hand to do. So
yeah.
Like if they hard open the Fenrir, it could be really tough. Because you do prefer to keep the Fenrir, or at least I do, because I think like when the Snake Eyes has that Fenrir again to back it up as well.
Yeah.
The only thing you lose to is tactics, and at that point you're trying to really aim for a Hope Harbor line so that you can beat a triple tactics. No, it's just my general point is like Snake Eyes Cash as a deck disappears in a few days, but like this deck as is does not look that good into Snake Eyes Cash, which I would argue is the best deck in the room currently.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it's just in a week's time. Hopefully it'll shift, but it just
yeah.
So are people just letting go of the cash cards for the Fiendsmith basically?
Yeah. The ratios are almost identical.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
The only difference is the extra deck commitment, but like, you will make space for Fiendsmith cards.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know, I just like these hand traps into the format, because like seeing as the sequencing that they're utilizing, all these are applicable in all those lines. Like
especially cook Yubel. Like I think this deck will not lose to Yubel.
Yeah, no, it just can't. Like D-Crow, Bestial, like there's no way.
Well, it's like it's like the Bestials are better into Yubel than they are against Snake Eyes, so that'll be nice.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's pretty good. I don't mind it. It sucks that we can't test it because like it's not out. I mean, we could have gone on Dueling Book, but like that's Dueling Book, you know. So,
too cursed.
Yeah, it's too cursed. No, it's pretty cool. I don't mind this. It's a good start, I guess. Like these are pretty busted with these cards. You just generate so many resources, and the fact that these don't really lock you, it's like it gives me some ideas. Just by the simple fact that you can because these trigger whenever they're sent, or
well, yeah, side droplets. That'll be funny.
Yeah, you can literally use this for fodder for droplets, and then just summon them back. Like that's just insane. That's just insane to me. Like it's wild. I don't know. It's a pretty good brainstorming thing. But that's pretty much gonna be it. Thank you guys for joining. We'll keep working on this, see where it goes from here. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We didn't get to the Fiendsmith Stardust Bistio list though.
You do that tomorrow. I'll probably still be here.
Did you send me the link?
I think so.
I must have forgot about it. Hang on.
I know what we do. In preparation for info, you build one new deck every day for the next few days. Until
I mean, if it comes down to generally like the same hand traps, then I think it's possible, right? Because we know that DD Crow, Bistios are just gonna be pretty good. Because Fiend Link is gonna be pretty hectic.